Good morning, beautiful patrons. It's 10:07 in the morning, guys. A beautiful time to start this glorious day. Thank you all so much for joining us on this beautiful day of the Lord. And you guys are all here because you know the storm is upon us. Bring a friend, guys. This is going to be epic.
My fellow Christians, warriors, set yourselves apart from this corrupt generation. Be saints. And that is the freedom that I wish for you. Freedom from sin. Freedom from our weaknesses. Freedom from the slavery that sin makes out of all of us. That is the freedom that is worth dying for. Kind of reminds me of the words that Mel Gibson first intoned in his Academy Award-winning film Braveheart, when he said to his ragtag army, and I say to you tonight, I see before me a whole army of my countrymen here in defiance of tyranny. You've come to fight as free men, and free men you are. What will you do without freedom? Will you fight? No! Yep, fight you may die. Run and you live. For at least a while. Dying in your beds many years from now, would you have been willing to trade all the years from this day to that for one chance? Just one chance to come back here and tell our enemies that you can take our lives, that you can never take our freedom. Every man dies. Not every man truly lives. You. We must fight for that authentic freedom and live, my friend. By God, we must live. And with the Holy Spirit as your shield and Christ as your sword, may you join Saint Michael and all the angels in defending God and sending Lucifer and his henchmen straight right back to hell where they belong. The storm is upon us. But not without Jesus, our rudder. And in the words of Reagan, evil is powerless if the good are unafraid. God bless you.
And God bless you, beautiful patrons. Thanks so much for joining us on this beautiful day of the Lord. Let's play Hold the Line and let me shout each and every one out because you know they love you, right? Okay, guys, let me put in the chat. We love you. Good M, Deflustrated, Jordy M, we love you. Parco, sing a new song. Wait a minute. I think this is a little too loud, guys.
I will be a president for disease, joblessness, and hopelessness, anger, resentment, and hatred, extremism,
Parco, Little 51,
lawlessness,
Tina
violence,
English,
bitterness, and fury.
8377,
No
Joe
progress.
Canada.
No nation.
Oh,
Only a
Joe
state of
Canada,
chaos.
by the way.
Don't piss down my back
we
and
love
tell
you.
me it's raining.
We're gonna hold the line. Mega Dawn, 09. We're gonna hold Parco, Timor. We love you guys. Fire Renee, Jamie WV, Rick Hugh. We love you. We're gonna hold the line. Boom time. Shout out to Skittle, brother. Larry Carmel. Big John Q, great to see you. MK Stein. Susie 6038. QAnon 17, good morning. Russian Dossier. Tippy Top, we love you. Cameron, Dutch Warrior, we love you. Natasha. Karaoke. The Unicorns, we love you. Miss Betty Black in the house. Good morning to you, beautiful soul. Colors 1921. Sun Chaser, man, we love you. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da. Yo, Cali Gal, we love you, sister. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da. Timor 67. Yo, Boston Patriots. We have restarted cruising up to the 40,000 foot long ago as we prepare to land. Make sure your seats and folding trays are in their upright position. And don't forget to buckle up, guys, because it's gonna get bumpy. B-Kid, we love you. 8377. I heard this from the state YMCA. United Airlines to Guantanamo Bay. Immediate boarding at KD. We knew this day would come, guys. Buckle up, get ready, grab your popcorn. Drum roll, please. Here we go. The angels are sounding their horns. The apocalypse is nigh. But set up for millennia and unfolding right in front of our eyes. We are blessed to be alive and to be witnesses of this epic transition to greatness. Big shout out to Donald J. Trump, Dan Scavino, Elon Musk, General Flynn, Dex Patel, Pam Bobby, Chuck Grassley, Richard Grinnell, and the Less Than 10. We love you guys.
We love you. We will be back in some form.
Busty Honeybee, we love you.
Too many of us think
Dabs,
it is impossible.
Great to see you, sister.
Too many think it is unreal.
Sun Chaser Man,
But that is a dangerous,
defeat is belief.
defeatist belief. It leads to the conclusion
That
that
we
we
are
are
great
gripped
by
by
forces
forces
we cannot control. Ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and gentlemen,
prepare for the storm magma. Okay, guys, we have arrived. Let's start the dig music and wait until the Where We Go One We Go All worldwide is full on screen, and you guys are absolute proof of that. We love you to the moon and back. And again, guys, I missed a few shout outs. So Kimberly Downing, great to see you. Stitch Hydra, awesome to see you. Beautiful name, by the way. Keep waiting. Okay, guys. Busy Honeybee, Parko, Jamie WV, Busy Honeybee, Kali Gal, 8377. I saw a few over there, guys. Let me see. We see Elias Q from Portugal. We love you, sister. Let me see, guys. A Russian dossier. Lulu 51. LVG 73, always great to see you guys. And again, we got a full house, guys, and we got an epic show, guys. If you've been following us on, well, where didn't we post it, right? You know what's coming up, guys. Marine One comes, guys. So again, Mary Carmel, we love you. Let's start the show, but not before we have introduced the two guys who with these shows are not possible, all the way from the Pacific Coast, the man that never sleeps and that is born ready, the man in the mirror, and the man in between, Minister Lance, on his epic quest. How you doing, my friend?
Well, happy Sunday, everybody, and welcome to we had a really good week, right? Like man, the comms this week were something else. When we got the basically do it Q comms, right? We do it, did it, do it.
Beautiful, right?
It's so. I mean, I really have to start tying our videos together more, though. Honestly, like it's time for one of those like 15-minute videos, right? Where we kind of just instead of trying to just capture every moment, right? Just let it go for the 15-minute explainer, right? So maybe today,
who knows?
After today's show, we can get a good video where we tie everything in together. So because the last shows we had a lot of comms, so it's kind of hard to like put them all together, or I mean, you can't really pick and choose, right? Like it's not really how
sometimes
you
you
do
got to kill your dollars, right? With the decodes that we're making, sometimes I think, okay, I'm making the decode, I'm going to leave that stuff out. But when I'm discussing it, I'm going to get through this. And this is why you're with us during the show, because there's so much that we don't always have the real estate, right? And again, just like Lance, it's really hard sometimes to get everything into one video, but that's why you guys are here, right? The Twitter and everything is just a little, you know, it's more than just an entree, right? It's kind of the whole thing, but when you see the show, there's so much more that we cannot just cram into these tweets. And again, big shout out to Trump, that's Elon Musk, for opening up Twitter, allowing us to make these long tweets and also long truths. But still, guys, you gotta have a graphic. You gotta look at it. You gotta understand it. So there is that even that how do you say it? That thin line that we have to maneuver upon. And again, guys, let's take it away, brother. We love you.
Man,
Say hello to the people.
I heard him this morning. I think it was on Fox News. It might have been last night. I think it was this morning though, where they were saying about Trump's meme coin, right? And the guy goes, "What do you mean? Everything Trump posts is a meme."
Yeah. Dude.
He's like, he is a marketing genius, right? And it's like, it is true because everything gets turned into a meme, right? Like, look at the Pope thing now just going crazy, right? Like,
yeah, that one was epic. And
I mean, they got videos going around now. They
epic decodes on it.
Freaking posted it on the White House, right? Like, dude, we were talking about, right? Our White House is a memer, right? Like, straight up. We have the best White House memer team, like, in the office, right? Like, it's so... Oh, we live in epic times. I freaking love it. Well, let's get in today's show and see what we have today, because I know we have a lot of epic stuff. I think I've been kind of absent off the battlefield for like the last day, but sometimes you got to take your break. But I was doing other stuff too, so it's not like I'm just sitting here. That usually means I'm coding. That's usually what it means when I'm not on the battlefield. So that's when I get lost, right? And all of a sudden, 2 days later.
2 days later.
But I love you guys. Welcome to everybody that's in the chat. And yeah, let's see what columns we get
guys.
Today.
Absolutely, guys. And again, thank you, Les, for always being here with us, hosting the OBS and setting up all the streams out there, recapping the shows that we do, guys. And again, give it up for Lance, these wonderful videos that he's making. We love it, brother. And again, I forgot to put this one in, guys. So let's introduce the guys. The man that you all know. But guys, wait a minute. I got to give a shout out to Crystal Love David. Thank you so much for giving out a subscription out there. And B-Kid saying, "It's happening, sister. We love you." She's got an awesome group, a beautiful family group that she got together. And it's about time to do a group call, guys. So we love you, B-Kid and Skittle, beautiful family, and Crystal Love David. Thank you so much for your epic support. Betty, we want to say hello to you. Morocco M13, awesome to see you, my friend. Let me see. Okay, guys, Rob TK is with us. Awesome to see you, brother. And Sheril01, Firstborn Unicorn. And again, let's introduce the man that you all know as Mr. Butterboy. The man that knows without being told. Mr. 45, believe it or not, heartbeats a minute. Mr. RQ Durfman. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing awesome. It's a good morning whenever I'm here with you and Lance. And a booming chat.
Booming chat, guys.
Yeah. Big shout out to Jordy and D Frustrated, always helping out on YouTube. We want to say hi to Morocco M13, Strict Hydra, Modern Ronin, Miss Penny Black, Firstborn Unicorn, Elias Q. Man, we've got the world covered, don't we?
Oh, we got Super Lou with us. Awesome.
We've got Joe Canada as well, Jamie WV,
baby,
Tina F303, Cali Gal is in the house. Rob TK, we absolutely appreciate you guys, especially you, Lance, being on the West Coast. It's 7 a.m. for you guys. So the fact that you're here with us is absolutely awesome. And yeah, we had such such an amazing week. You know, we had Parco, who attended the Michigan rally
Mhm.
with his, uh, his Grasshopper sent me shirt.
Mhm.
So then we had, yeah, as we're seeing, we had all these very interesting crumbs this week. So I say let's get into it.
Okay, guys. So I am in a different apartment right now. I don't know if the video quality is better than normal. We do have way faster internet over here, so I hope the sound is better. I hope the video quality is better. If so, I'm gonna have the same internet in my apartment as we have here. Somebody opened up their apartment because we are renovating, getting the place ready for little Grasshopper to be born, and get his or her little room for itself. So yeah, we are putting everything, to get the place ready. It's not just the baby room, right? Like the baby room was the kitchen, so we got to put the kitchen into the living room, take the lower ceiling out, and do some floor heating so we have some more space, no radiators against the wall. Make sure that the little baby can crawl on a nice warm floor, guys. So, but that takes a little elbow grease, a lot of planning, and sometimes, with renovations, not everything goes as you want. So it's testing my patience. We got, I think, 6 weeks to go until little baby is getting born, guys. So it's getting a little, whew, it's getting a little on that thing that I say, come on, guys, let's go. But again, we can only do so much, guys. So please bear with us. Why am I saying this? It's because I'm in a different apartment right now. And we're going to move out here, go back to my girlfriend's studio and sleep there. I might have to do the show from there, but over there I can't really talk that loud because it's like a 16th century building, So when you cough, the people can hear you everywhere. So let's see how that is working out, guys. Let's get into the crumbs of this epic week, guys. Let's start with this one. Trump, the troll master, guys. Look at Trump dressed up as the Pope, taking the seat, guys. There he is, saying one, right? I saw something from Cowboy. Let me see if I can go there. I saw an interesting tweet from Cowboy. Let me see if I can pull that one up. Cowboy. Let's see, guys. Let's start with Cowboy. Cowboy, there he is. Cowboy. I saw him do, there he is. So shout out to Cowboy, guys. Let's drop his link in the chat and tell him Grasshopper sent you. Go over there. He finds some awesome things. So there's Cowboy, guys, doing the decode on this, and he found that on the Delta, I guess, right? With where we go one, we go all. Trump did the one, right? So that's a pretty good one, guys. Here you got a little clearer image. So there's like a Twitter link. You go to that link, around 2 seconds, you see the guy going, putting up the one over there, just like Trump is doing right over here, right? So again, Cowboy, we love you, man. Give him a sub and tell him Grasshopper sent you. That he was in the show. And again, guys, Trump was dropping this at 10:29. The drop is saying, thank you for your prayers. Forced reaction. One of many vehicles, right? One of many vehicles. Night 2 burst, fast moving, forced projection, April showers. Well, what happened in April 21st? The Pope died, right? We got the 2937 that is bringing us the first clean house. First clean house, right? Twice in there. Of course, it talks about the FBI and DOJ. Think Pam Bondi, Cash Patel, right? So again, awesome stuff. But there it is, guys. Optics are important. Define stage. If the stage is clean, can the performance begin? Okay, how my transparency declass fed into the dialogue, guys. So we have transparency that will bring accountability, but to have the accountability and to have the transparency, MS-13 and all those fail-safes need to be taken out of the way, right? So when this stuff is coming out, it can move without risk of the people that are coming out, right? So again, force projection, optics are important. If the stage is clean, can the performance begin? So I like it, guys. The first clean house to first clean house. There's the one of many vehicles. Thank you for your prayers, guys. I like it. Again, guys, let's move on. Let's go to some, how do you say that? Some really, informative tweets first. So, General Flynn is asking for the for them to be prosecuted, right? And guys, check this out. This just happened during our show, right? Let's listen to this.
Sure. So actually, a lot of great work at the Treasury this week. One of the crazy things with regards to the Treasury is that when a payment is made, and the computers at the Treasury actually pay about $5 trillion per year, like crazy amounts. There was formerly not a budget code on there. So if a payment was made, you didn't know actually what it was for. It could have been for anything. Yeah. There was a $4 million COVID fund in the Department of Education, and there was no receipts required, so people could just draw down on it. And when people looked into it, this wasn't us, this was before us, they found that money was being used to rent out Caesar's Palace for parties, rent out stadiums, et cetera.
What?
And so the one change that DOJ made with the Department of Education is we had the simple requirement that if you draw down money, you must first upload a receipt. That was the only change that was made. You must upload your receipt. And upon doing so,
yes,
nobody drew down any money anymore.
Yes, but we didn't say that we'd check the receipt. You could send a fake receipt. You could send a picture of your dog. Anything. Anything. But as soon as we asked for anything at all, suddenly the requests were like, oh, we don't need it anymore. Huh, that's interesting.
They were renting Caesar's Palace.
Yes, they were like basically partying on the taxpayer money.
Stadiums.
Yes.
Leasing stadiums.
Stadiums.
Mm-hmm.
For what?
For parties, basically.
For parties.
Yes.
That's a
Listen to the
big
succession.
party.
Big party.
You'd think if you were stealing, you'd start small.
They do start small.
Yes.
But then what happens is over the years, so generally the fraud starts out small and they try to hide it. But then year after year, if nobody stops the fraud, it gets more and more brazen. And every year it gets bigger until they're literally renting out stadiums.
What's $1 million to rent out a stadium?
Fraud in flagrante delicto, okay?
Wow. Dude, check this out, man.
So generally the fraud starts out small and they try to hide it. But then year after year, if nobody stops the fraud, it gets more and more brazen. And every year it gets bigger until they're literally renting out stadiums.
What's $1 million to rent out a stadium?
Fraud in flagrante delicto,
Boom.
okay?
Okay, guys. So I thought it was pretty wild that this stuff is coming out, guys. And this stuff can only come out when the whistleblowers can't be threatened, right? And there is, again, our beloved Tulsi coming out. Crimes against humanity. We're just on the timeline of the accountability, right? And for them to be prosecuted. Let's see what Tulsi has to say.
That we are working with.
Yes,
real quick. So right after Elon was talking about the stadiums, right? And them renting out stadiums, here, I'll drop it in. It's not long. Look what he talks about right after the stadiums and the parties.
Let me find a good tab, guys. 1 second. Where is it?
Because we know about stadiums, right? Like,
oh, there it is.
I wanted to comment, like, what was the bill for the hot dogs and pizza, right? Like, you sick. This is what he talks about right afterwards.
Along the lines of save the baby pandas. And it's like, well, of course, who wouldn't want to save the baby pandas?
Whoa.
And you know, in some cases, they've got a show panda, which they'll trot out for special occasions. In a lot of cases, they don't even have a show panda.
No panda.
There's not even one panda. Because we asked for pictures. And we don't even get one panda. And it's like, well, along the lines
Wow,
of save
guys.
the baby pandas. And it's like, well, of course, who wouldn't want to save the baby pandas?
So wait a minute. This is at 908, huh? This is at 908, guys. 908. Dude, mother of you, man. Dude, guys, check this out. Wait, no joke. This, guys, this is at 708. Okay, this is 708. So this is at 808. Sorry for that. 808.
Count your spaces.
808, count your spaces. 908. Okay, wait a minute.
No, what time does it start though? Is it And this was a PM one too, because it's waters. So you can check the PM time. Yep. So it's 808.
808. Huh. Mountain time.
2008.
Central. 2008. Let me check it out. Emotions cloud adjustment. Absolutely, guys. Emotions cloud adjustment.
Ooh, what did that say at the bottom? Did that say corrupt member go down? Yeah.
Logical thinking eliminates emotional nonsense, guys. You know, bird's eye view. But again, guys, it talks about the sealed indictments from Huber, right? Crimes against humanity. Okay.
I got a new video
outside
coming
of
out.
the DC
I'm
swamp.
just putting it all together.
Emotions cloud adjustment. Okay, guys. So
too
I
much
like it,
stuff
guys.
like
He's talking about
birds are
pandas,
kicking.
guys.
Yeah.
Save the panda babies. Huh. Ridiculous.
Along the lines of save the baby pandas. And it's like, well, of course, who wouldn't want to save the baby pandas? And you know, in some cases, they've got a show panda, which they will trot out for special occasions. In a lot of cases, they don't even have a show panda.
No panda.
There's not even one panda. Because we asked for pictures, and we don't even get one panda. And
So,
it's like,
you know, it's like they're making it, you know, but they also know what they're talking about, right? So for the Fox News, they gotta go like, oh, that's weird. No baby panda. But Jesse knows what he's talking about. And so
Jesse
at
knows.
one point,
He covered when Jill was in the panda suit, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you know, so he knows what they're talking about, but again, they have to laugh a little bit, but they feel like, oh shoot, Elon is going there, you know. And why
That
do
whole
I
interview,
like?
they're kind of laughing, but at the same time, like it's serious, right? Like,
so the 908 is interesting because it talks about Australia donations to the Clinton Foundation. This is big, right? So there it is, guys. So we all know that the Clinton Foundation is guilty of crimes against children, right? Allegedly. So that's why I really like Drop 908. Allegedly. M Eagles 88, great to see you. Jordy M, we love you, brother. Melanie Gator, I wanted to shout you out. There you are. Yeah, it's great to see you. Forgotten Country. Russian Dossier and Deflustrated. Santa Fe Gate, great to see you, sister. Okay, guys, let's
but right
go.
after they were talking about stadiums, right? Stadiums and renting out for Caesar's Palace and parties at hotel. Like it just right after that, he starts talking about saving baby pandas. I'm like, oh, geez.
Yeah. So we know that those stadiums and those events, you know, it draws a lot of public, right? And in that chaos, you can do a lot of moves, right? So that's why they use stadiums for these kind of things.
And that's what they relate to Super Bowl, right?
Yes. You are, yes, absolutely. Okay, guys, crimes against children, guys. Oh, sorry. Crimes against humanity. Get ready, Fauci. It's coming. Let's listen to Tulsi Gabbard.
But the thing that we are working with Jay Bhattacharya, the new NIH director, on with, as well as Secretary Kennedy, is looking at the gain-of-function research that in the case of the Wuhan lab, as well as many of these other biolabs around the world, was actually U.S. funded and leads to this dangerous kind of research that in many examples has resulted in either a pandemic or some other major health crisis.
Well, let me ask you specifically, because we already know that EcoHealth Alliance was partnering with this Wuhan lab to do gain-of-function research.
That's right.
We just
Again, guys, didn't Kelly make a 90-degree turn, or like a 180, right? How she was bashing Trump, and now she can't do anything else but just to cover the truth, right? Man, she turns a full 180, guys.
Oh, everyone was talking crap when she did too, right? Like, remember what you said? You guys are all documented on the internet. Hello.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And again, people were threatened, right? And hopefully she could get out of that grip, and now she got a little bit more freedom. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes, and we're not in their shoes, but again, she got more freedom now. Boot 7, we want to shout you out. And Jenna Franklin saying, I've been listening on X, glad to be here now. Love you all. Jenna Franklin, we love you. Tippy Top, we love you. Boot 7, awesome to see you. Josie Ann, great to see you. And Palms, 1,000%, save the children. Absolutely, guys. And the children, right, is what unites across party lines, guys. So when that stuff is coming out, it's going to be unifying, right? RJ61, we love you. Let's continue with this thing. Let's start over.
But the thing that we are working with...
and again, guys, we're starting slow, guys. We're starting slow. And we're going to get into those epic confirmations, guys. So I'm just waiting a little bit for everybody to come in, And again, for everybody to come in, and then we're going to start the real stuff, guys. D-Dan, we love you. And Jamie WV, guys. Gifting away 5 subscriptions. Sister, we love you to the moon and back. Richard Rohr, always awesome to see you. And let's see, guys. Busy Honeybee, welcome to the Red Castle Club. And thank you so much, Jamie WV. Slow but sure, welcome to the Red Castle Club. And thank you, Jamie WV. And Palms, sister, we love you. Welcome to the Red Castle Club. And Jamie WV, we love you. Fire Renate, welcome to the Red Castle Club. And Megadon09, welcome to the Red Castle Club. And all thanks to beautiful Jamie WV, sister. We love you to the moon and back. Thank you so much for your epic support. Let's go back to Tulsi Gabbard, because this is going to be, we've been waiting for this moment a long time, guys. So bring your friends in. We got some crumbs over here. I'm going to show you. We got some crumbs over here that are going to blow you away. So let me drop it here. Boom. Okay. This is YouTube. This is... Okay, guys. Windows Dilemma, guys. Isn't my friend? Okay, let's line it up. Get people ready, guys, because this is absolute proof, guys. Let's go.
But the thing that we are working with Jay Bhattacharya, the new NIH director, on with, as well as Secretary Kennedy, is looking at the gain-of-function research that in the case of the Wuhan lab, as well as many of these other biolabs around the world, was actually U.S. funded and leads to this dangerous kind of research that in many...
Sorry?
I think the audio's off with her talking. Sorry, that stuff tries.
Oh, yeah, could be. Yeah. I just downloaded it. This was sent to me by, I guess...
No. I think it's probably just X. Either zoom out a little bit or reload.
Okay. Yeah, I think the video is out of whack, but again, I can show the full screen if you want to.
No.
Okay, let's refresh.
Well, I thought it was on. That's why. Let's see.
We are working with Jay Bhattacharya, the new NIH director, on...
Forget it. Go ahead.
With, as well as Secretary Kennedy, is looking at the gain-of-function research that in the case of the Wuhan lab, as well as many of these other biolabs around the world,
world,
was actually U.S. funded and leads to this dangerous kind of research that in many examples has resulted in either a pandemic or some other major health crisis.
Well, let me ask you specifically, because we already know that EcoHealth Alliance was partnering with this Wuhan lab to do gain of function research.
That's right.
We just have never been able to have somebody say, it was that exact experiment that led to this COVID bug. But have we gotten there? What's the new thing that you're digging in on?
We are working on that with Jay Bhattacharya and look forward to being able to share that, hopefully very soon.
Okay.
That specific
link.
Correct, between the gain of function research and what we saw with COVID-19.
I mean, that would be extraordinary because just so the audience knows, if that's true, if it was Peter Daszak's research with the Wuhan so-called bat lady that caused this pandemic, then we did fund it. Then Anthony Fauci helped fund the pandemic.
The thing that he denied over and over and over to Senator Rand Paul.
Let's see that again.
Pandemic, then we did fund it. Then Anthony Fauci helped fund the pandemic. Bat lady, that the Wuhan so-called bat lady that caused this pandemic, then we did fund it. Then Anthony Fauci helped fund the pandemic.
The thing that he denied over and over and over to Senator Rand Paul's questioning.
That's right, under oath.
Under oath, exactly. So is it any wonder that he sought a preemptive pardon for anything during a certain period of time by President Biden before he left office?
And then strong-armed and smeared people like Dr. Jay Bhattacharya, anybody who came out and said, I don't know if that's natural. This actually smacks of lab.
And the reason why this is so important is not just what happened in the past, it's because this gain of function research is happening in biolabs around the world. I got attacked, and I think you saw this, we've probably talked about it on your show before, when I warned against US-funded biolabs in Ukraine when the Russia-Ukraine war kicked off for this very reason. Who knows what kinds of pathogens are in these labs, and if released could create another COVID-like pandemic. And for that, I was called a Russian asset. You're, trumpeting Putin's talking points, all of this nonsense.
The mainstream media.
Simply for speaking the truth and stating facts that, by the way, are still on U.S. Embassy Ukraine's website today about how the U.S. has funded these biolabs in Ukraine. But my point is, in order to prevent another COVID-like pandemic or another major health incident that could affect us in the world, we have to end this gain of function research and provide the evidence that shows exactly why and how it's in our best interest, the American people's best interest, to bring about an end to it.
Wow, guys. Woo, baby, this is a good one. Woo, baby, this is coming out, guys. We have been waiting for this for such a long time. And this is the mainstream media, guys. What is up? The Megyn Kelly Show. Can you believe it, guys? They told you how many accounts did they take down? They took 23 accounts down, guys, to make sure that this information stayed under the rug. And man, it's sometimes I have to pinch myself, guys, to see this being discussed, guys, for millions upon millions of people to see. Okay, guys, let's see what we got here, guys. There's beautiful lands, guys, dropping these beautiful photoscomes. Do it, Q, guys. We're going to crank it up just a little bit. We're going to get to the good stuff, guys. So make sure you bring your friends in because you don't want to miss these beautiful confirmations showing you that they are communicating with their timestamps just by simply using the tools that they gave us, guys. And again, Dick Tracy, we love you. Thank you so much for your epic support. And again, Durfman sent me a DM showing me what you said underneath Dan Scavino's tweet, guys. So Dick and Tracy, we love you guys. Again, guys, let me see if somebody got. Okay, wait a minute. So Dick Tracy is giving out a subscription and Jordy M as well. So let me see, guys. Did I miss anything? Who got it, guys?
For God and Country got.
Awesome. So for God and Country.
There you go.
Welcome. Yes, there it is. Welcome to the Red Castle Club, and thank you so much, Dick and Tracy. We love you guys, and Jordy M and Richard Rohr, guys. Welcome to the Red Castle Club, Richard, and thank you so much, Jordy M, guys. We got a full house. Real News Hat, awesome to see you. And Dick Tracy, we love you. Durfman saw what you said, and again, we love it. let's go into this beautiful video from Lance on his epic quest.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Was that you or is that the video?
No, that's the video.
Okay. I thought
It usually doesn't
Lance
start
was
off with me, but in this case it did.
So I thought like maybe Lance wants to lead it in. Do you want to lead it in?
No, the lead-in is do it, Q.
Okay, guys. And then look how beautiful, man. Look at the views. 1.7, guys. Beautiful, Lance. We love you.
All right.
Yeah.
Go back like a couple of seconds because he said you hear him say do. We're at 2:44.
Okay. Oh.
You know, other countries have it. In particular, Israel has it. And we have a much more advanced, and theirs is very good. We helped do it. We did it. But we have an advanced version now that...
Boom.
Some did. So, what? Yeah,
Do
he
it.
did it,
He
right?
said it.
Yeah,
He
so
said
he's
some
talking
do it.
past tense, right? Look at this.
We have a much more advanced, and theirs is very good. We helped do it. We did it.
We helped do it. We did it, right? Trump, come on. Lance, that's a nice one, man.
Advanced version now that really is incredible what it does.
What it does. What it does.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Well done. Yeah. So we helped them do it. We did it. And let's do it again.
We have a much more advanced, and theirs is very good. We helped do it. We did it. But we have an advanced version now that really is incredible what it does.
What it does. You know? Really interesting in how it does, right? Dude. Lance on this epic quest, guys. Make sure to join him on Twitter. You know, and don't miss any of these epic recaps.
Those short little ones. I love the short videos though, right? Because it's straight to the point. So
yeah.
Do it,
Do
Q.
it, Q.
Even you were like, wait, what? wait, huh?
Trump knows exactly what he's doing, guys.
Yeah. That is not no coincidence. That's exactly what we talk about.
Absolutely, guys. DC Lady, good morning to you. And True Seeker on YouTube, CCC, we love you. Look for what? Great to see you. And the Real News Headquarters, also on YouTube. Okay, guys, we love you. Let's see, guys. Let me ramp it up, guys. There is, give it up for the Trump White House Twitter, guys. These guys, do you see this? Do you see what this means? Which former president was pictured like this, right? Do you see how bold the White House is? Meme masters, guys. Meme masters.
Was it?
Wait, 1 second. So I'm looking after a cat. And the cat jumped the room. So this cat, guys, this cat is funny. So this cat doesn't drink from a little shelf where you put some water in. This cat only drinks from a glass. Can you believe it? So, but like
with the pinky up? No, I'm joking. With a paw up?
I gotta. Come on, cat, get away! No, go. So I gotta. So the cat is on the table right now, but I have like this. How do you say that? This pre-workout that I take. There's a little powder you put in. You drink it and you got some caffeine in your system. But yeah, so there's a little package in there. That is taking out the moisture, right? So when I was pouring it into my glass, sometimes the little package would go into my glass. I don't want that, right? So put it on the table, and now the cat is jumping on the table and almost eating that little, kind of package that is taking out moisture. So I had to stop that, guys. It's
You're getting a little lesson on like a kid, right? Anything you leave out, they will get it.
Yeah. I know. So I'm trying to be nice to it. It's a little rag doll. It's a nice it's a nice cat, but it's almost like the life has been breathe it out of it or something, you know. So it's almost not a cat anymore, you know.
Well, yeah, don't let it drink your water.
Yeah. Do you know those ragdolls?
Yeah.
Yeah, kitty
Was
cat,
a cat
get
like
off the table.
17 years old or what?
No. It's like I can show you a picture. Oh, it's getting off the table now. Okay. So when I wanted to make a picture from it, it jumped. That's good.
Camera shy.
Now it's getting into my suitcase. Oh my god. Wait a minute, guys. I gotta close the suitcase. Lance or Durfman, can you guys?
We're about
say
to have
something? I'll be back in
a
a second.
future proves past here. In about 6 months,
Okay,
we're gonna have.
I'll be back in a second.
Get out of there.
I'm gonna be back in a second. 1 second. Take the mic, guys.
So I think I seen on a Cowboys page when I was looking, I believe, that symbol is from Obama. The one on top of the 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
That looks like it.
Yeah.
Good catch. I'm sorry, who was that? Was that Cowboy, you said?
Yeah, I believe that was Cowboy. It's the only other page I was just on, so I believe it was Cowboy.
Well, that is pretty telling.
Yeah.
I mean, and that color scheme, that's 100% Obama.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
that
The yes
what's
we
the-
can.
Yeah, the yes we can.
Well, that is telling.
Dun dun dun.
And yeah, speaking of the White House, did you, Lance, did you catch that they posted some lo-fi MAGA video to relax / study to?
Yeah, that was Karen.
Did you caught that?
Sorry.
Yeah. I listened to it for about an hour. I love lo-fi.
I actually, when I saw that, it was, I know Scavino retweeted it. I believe I posted about that. So,
Dude, it had 1.3 million listeners. Like, what the?
oh yeah,
When I was on it?
Oh yeah, they were around, I think 1.1 when I took my screenshots. I think well, actually yesterday they were up to 3.1 million views.
What are we talking about?
Oh, because
let me bring me up to speed.
Because you had the post about the White. Sorry, you had the post about the White House, right?
The White House.
Yeah, and the White House, they've actually posted. They posted a link that had some MAGA lo-fi music. Did you catch that?
Oh, no.
No?
Yeah, they were
Okay,
live
well,
for
we've
like
got-
all weekend.
Yeah.
They were jamming out?
Yeah.
Kind
It
of.
was lo-fi though. It wasn't like it was. That's Barrett. I'm telling you, that's the college kids
What is
music.
lo-fi? What is lo-fi?
Lo-fi is like a chill, like what do you want to
Drum
call
and
it?
bass?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But it's like a slow. You know what I mean? Like a.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like what my son listens to, right?
Okay.
I wonder if they still have it up.
And dude, look at this. Again, Homeland Security, guys. What a change 17 hours ago. Policemen arrested a illegal alien, not a man.
A man.
And they say abused a corpse on the R train. But, you know, a monster has been charged, right? Like, dude, guys, Homeland Security fixed it. Dude, there's
I've got the broadcast link.
Okay, got you.
Yes.
Okay, why is it opening here? I don't want it. I want it opening here. Okay, this.
Yep.
So it's still live, huh?
No.
Yes.
It is? Look.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at Trump.
Is
It almost looks
didn't-
like one of those.
Huh.
Yeah, it's still live, guys.
I was gonna say it
Let me
was
see.
live.
Imposing tariffs on Mexico and Canada to stop fentanyl. Promise
Okay,
made.
guys.
President Trump, Paul Beach. We're going to put very serious tariffs on Mexico and Canada. I'm sorry, it's moving too fast, guys.
Is there an option of slow playing it? I don't think so, right?
I don't know.
It isn't. On YouTube, you got it, but I don't think it's live, right? It's only
Yeah, but
with
you'll
the
slow
replay.
down the music even more.
Yeah,
Yeah, but turn it up. You can hear what lo-fi is.
Okay. Wow, that's chill.
Exactly. Study music. That's what it says. Relax and study. Because I think kids are on like their finals.
Okay.
This is all barren. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm telling you right now. This is barren.
Very likely. And if anybody wants to jam out,
3.5 million people. 3.5 million people. Freaking. You know how many artists would kill for that?
Mm-hmm. So,
and I wonder if they have it on YouTube as well. Because they do have, the White House does have a YouTube channel too.
mm-hmm. Okay, guys. So the White House
They're
is
probably getting
putting
copyright
out, you know,
They
epic.
They are. Yep.
YouTube.
They are live on YouTube. I'll post it in the chat if anybody's interested. I saw a few people were asking, yeah, what kind of music is it? Is it elevator music?
Yeah,
Right,
kind
Marco?
of.
Kind of close, but it has a bit of a backbeat to it. And, you know, if anybody wants to jam out to it, it's in D minor and, you know, goes down to a B flat.
He's giving the key.
Key to the music, guys.
I had
a 432.
I don't know about that.
With a 130 BPM.
I didn't check the BPMs either. Damn, I should have.
Let's get really specific here.
Right.
But yeah, I do have a decoder too.
We don't make
on that stuff, so we'll you know, we'll see it again a little later.
Okay, guys. So Timor, great to see you. Minimi66, Rachel Bone, awesome name. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, guys. So the
Grasshopper,
cat
while
has
you
some
were
kind
gone,
of
that the mark that's on the circle that's above the 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Obama symbol, right?
Yeah. It's something like that. But also like he
I
was
seen a
pictures
post, and now I
like
can't.
this, right?
I seen a
So
post
when you
that
look
had
at
it next to
Obama,
it.
one of those it was like almost identical with Obama, right? So the MS-13, the cleaning crew from the deep state, guys. So again, interesting, you know, the White House is so bold with what they're putting out there. It's we call this one not a Maryland dad. Man, that is epic, guys. Okay, guys. So there it is, guys. Are you ready? Loading. #soon.
There was a meme I saw on X, General Flynn, and it had you in a glass.
And isn't this also within a Q drop? I tried to look it up. I couldn't find it. So on Q alerts, I typed in Flynn and break the glass. It didn't pull up any, because Q alerts also has like these descriptions of memes. I couldn't find. I'm pretty sure that this is somewhere in a Q drop. Somewhere in there. But again, maybe somebody can look it up. Let's listen to this.
There was a meme I saw on X, General Flynn, and it had you in a glass box and President Trump with a hammer, like in case of emergency, break glass and get General Flynn back into the administration. You're obviously a hero of our movement. You've seen the dangers of government from the inside. Would you go back to government service if President Trump asked you?
Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely would. I mean, he and I
hesitation.
met and talked, you know, not recently, but certainly since he took office. And, you know, and I mean, it's one of these places where it's got to be the right fit with the right conditions, and I think right now we're in a state of play where there's so much complexity, you know, and I have had my share of it, and I know how things operate. And so if he was to give me a call, I certainly would take the call and see what he has to say.
There was a
Oh,
meme I
man.
saw.
See what he has to say.
Say, right? There it is. Ding, ding.
There's only
ding,
one
ding,
man for the
ding,
job.
Ding, ding, ding,
Break
ding.
the glass.
Look at that smile, man. Can't wait for the green light, guys. Look
Not
at
only
this.
that,
And look at him. Look at him touching his
smile.
glass, like, you know.
Yeah, and you look at
him.
Gates' smile, right? As
Yeah.
General Flynn's answering, the big smile on his face I was cracking up.
Yeah. So, you know.
Let's watch that again.
Look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Uh-oh. Looking glass. Cook. I'm there. Click, 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 click,
click, click. Activated. As they break the glass, he's clicking his glasses.
He's coming out of it, guys. He's coming out of
Hey,
it.
did he touch that as he's saying when they break the glass? That would be funny.
Let me see, guys.
There was a meme I saw on
He saw it.
X, General Flynn, and it had you in a glass box and President Trump with a hammer, like in case of emergency, break glass and get General Flynn back into the administration. You're obviously a hero of our movement. You've seen the dangers of government from the inside. Would you go back to government service if President Trump asked you?
Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely would. I mean, he and I had met and talked, and, you know, not recently, but certainly since he took office. And, you know, and I mean, it's one of these places where it's got to be the right fit with the right conditions. And I think
Blink,
right
blink.
now we are in conditions.
See that? Blink, blink.
And
that
the
is
eyebrow.
when somebody
It's
is
almost
really
like a wink.
Yeah, it's
Like the
almost
eyebrow
also,
raise.
you know, when people blink, they're under, you know, a certain kind of not stress, but they're trying to control it, right? He cannot just say everything, right? So he has to be careful what he's saying. So his brain is going like, okay, kick, okay, let's continue, right? So that's interesting to see.
It's got to be the right fit with the right conditions, and I think right now we're in a state of play where there's so much complexity, you know, and I have had my share of it, and I know how things operate. And so if he was to give me a call, I certainly would take the call. And
Look at him look down.
If he was to give me a call,
Call, and he's looking down at his phone or something, right? Right? Like he's already calling, right?
And so if he was to give me a call, I certainly would take the call and see what he has to say.
See what he has to say,
looks at
right?
his phone.
Okay, yeah.
That's
and
funny.
how many times did Trump call Flynn while he's on stage saying, hey, you know, take good care of your health. We got something beautiful lined up for you, you know? And again,
We're gonna need
he's been
you.
around. He's just waiting on it, you know? And okay, guys. So Thunder, great to see you. Tina English, Richard Rohr, Sober Karaoke. I love that name, guys. And again, guys.
I mean, just the fact that he like opens up with the meme, right? The infamous meme of V2, right? Like that's just so funny.
Do we have that Q drop, guys? Can somebody look that Q drop up? This one, where we have this image in there. It's
hard
there,
to find
guys.
those sometimes, right?
Who knows? Somebody will drop a timestamp out there, you know, and hopefully I will find it. You know,
I found
where
Flynn.
Yes. Okay, guys. So let's continue.
Come on, Elon.
Yes. So during our live show, guys, we were ending on that Trump was giving the mic to the Department of Defense, Pete Hegseth, right? He was ending his speech while he gave the word. So he didn't even go like, okay, guys, so that's it. We love you. God bless America. And he walked off the stage. No. He did his speech, and then he gave the mic to the Department of Defense. If that isn't saying something, you know, he's letting the military end it all, right? Do you see what's going on? He's going there to the National Guard. And then he doesn't end his speech the normal way. He gives the mic to the Department of Defense and then walks off stage, right? So that's really interesting. And the time that he gives the mic to the Department of Defense director, It's exactly 1460. No, what was it again? Let's see, guys.
Only because the commander.
Oh yeah, so there it is. So he walks off stage at 16:45, right? Let's see that again.
Only because the commander-in-chief invited me. Mr. President, thank you for restoring the warrior ethos inside our formations, for rebuilding our military, reestablishing deterrence.
So he's giving away the mic to, big headsets at 4:45. Military timestamp 16:45. Play loud, be proud. Fight for what is right. Fight for freedom. They will not win. They will try to divide, but they will fail. Together. So there it is, guys. Together. Where we go one, we go all. Q plus, right? Where we go one, we go all. Q plus. Okay, guys. So after this, exactly 10 minutes after we posted it, after our show, right? We discovered this at 2:06 p.m. Right? You can see it right here. So let me see. Can you guys see that? No, you can't. Okay, so I have to go like this and then blow it up. So you can see over here, we discovered this at 2:06 p.m. Then 10 minutes later, at 2:16 and 35 seconds, Trump is dropping this, right? 2163 is bringing you to a Q plus, which is saying, together we win, right? The Q drop was saying, let me see, where can I find it? There it is. Let's go to the Q drop. 1645. 1645. They're saying, together, they will try to divide you, but they will fail, right? Together, where we go one, we go all. Well, over here, you'll have together we win with the Q plus, right? So interesting, guys. Do you see that? Let me line it up like that. So yeah, hopefully you guys can see it. So there it is. Together we will win Q plus, and there it is. Together we win Q plus. 10 minutes after we discovered this in our live show, guys. So that is pretty wild, guys. Eric the Healer, great to see you. 8377, Giants for Breakfast, always great to see you. And Sister Yaya, it's awesome, sister. We love you. Again, guys, we have arrived. And homie, good morning. We have arrived to that place, guys. We're going to get into the major crumbs. So make sure that everybody gets in, guys, because you don't want to miss how this is adding up, guys. I don't know, Lance Durfman, if you want to add something to this thing, because this is going to be epic. Let me give you guys the mic for a second.
Well,
okay, guys. Genova, great to see you. Hi, everyone. Good morning to you, Genova. So I guess, we're kind of ready to go into the tabs, I guess, right?
Durf?
Yeah, why not?
All right. So again, you could see us counting down here, right? 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? We started our show at 5:08. And 1 minute later, the White House dropped, something big is about to drop right over here. And, the rally started. Trump started his rally also at a drop called Something Big is About to Drop, right? So again, this was 1 minute after our show went live. When we did the countdown, we had the White House posting out Trump walking towards Marine One with those 17 steps and 23 clip total time, right? So these were just pictures, and the last picture you see is at 17 seconds, and then you see how do you call that? The aftermath, right? Where you can see White House video and then something like that. The outro, right?
Yeah, outro.
Okay, wait a minute.
Outro, yeah.
Yes. Okay, so Jamie WV, again, sister, we love you. Thank you so much for gifting away 5 subscriptions. Again, we love you, sister. We have to invite Josiane, welcome to the Rathcaster Club. 8377, welcome to the Rathcaster Club. Genova, welcome to the Rathcaster Club. Boston Patriot, welcome to the Rathcaster Club. And again, guys, did I miss anybody? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I miss anybody? I don't think so, right? So again, and we want to thank Jamie WV. Thank you so much for your epic support. And again, guys, be on the lookout. If I missed anybody, welcome to the Red Class Club, everybody. We love you guys. And Jamie WV, thank you so much. Okay, guys, let's continue. So this is how our show started, right? Something big is about to drop. And there you can see that indeed, when Trump started his speech in Michigan, right? This is Warren, Michigan. He started his speech at 6:02 p.m. 18:02 is saying something big is about to drop, right? Just like the White House was posting Trump walking towards Marine One at 17 seconds and 23 seconds total, right? 17:09 is saying something big is about to drop. 18:02, when Trump started speaking, is saying something big is about to drop, right? So here we got Dan Scavino dropping Trump walking towards Marine One. But the interesting thing is, guys, when you go to this tweet and when you see when Durfman made the tweet was at 9:33 p.m. 9:33 p.m., Trump walking towards Marine One, 17-second clip, right? 23 seconds long. Dropped by Durfman at 9:33 p.m. Let's look at when Dan Scavino dropped it. Dan Scavino dropped it 5 minutes later, guys. 9:38 on April 29th, right? Right over here, April 29th, 2025 at 9:33 p.m. Posted by Durfman. Dan Scavino came out 5 minutes later, right? Over here, we had Trump dropping us the Q plus 10 minutes after we discovered it, right? At 2:06, Q plus, and 10 minutes later, 12163 Q plus. Together we win, right? So beautiful succession that Dan Scavino is posting. Donald Trump walking towards Marine One, and here you can see the steps, right? Let me show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, right? There it is, guys. 17 steps into Marine One. One of the patrons told me, like, I'm watching on the phone. I couldn't see it. I hope you guys can see it right now, right? Again, 17 steps into Marine One, posted by Dan Scavino 5 minutes after Durfman dropped this link, right? 17 seconds, 23, right? Which is bringing us back to that video that we made back on July 24, right? Helped by Joanne, guys. Joanne helped us make this video. And here you can actually see Trump taking 17 steps and 23 steps if you include the stairs, guys. Let me show you. Yeah, guys, let's see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, guys. And if you count the steps, you got 23, right? So interesting, guys, that we have at 17 seconds, we see Trump walking towards Marine One. And this complete clip is 23 seconds long. Do you have the link of the... Yes, there it is, guys. Let's watch this clip. Oh, this is just a recording of Durfman.
Yeah, this is not the full thing. This is just showing... It's slowed down to show that the last picture indeed was the Marine One.
17. So this is 16 seconds. 17 seconds, boom. Marine One, and this complete clip is 23 seconds long, right? There it is, guys. So interesting. Thank you so much, Durfman, for this epic chrome. So we got all these Marine One comms, right? Dan Scavino dropping this at the end of our show, 5 minutes after Durfman dropped the decode. And then at the end of the day, that same beautiful April 29th on the year 2025, at the end of the day, at 23:26:32, Dan Scavino posted his Instagram reel on True Social, saying Trump returns after the first 100 days celebration in the great state of Michigan. When you look at the timestamp 3263, it brings you to a Q drop that has a Twitter link in there. And when you click on the Twitter link, it brings you to an anon that is saying, from Pennsylvania here, can't wait to watch the Michigan rally tonight. We just have, Dan Scavino dropping the great state of Michigan, the rally over there, celebrating those first 100 days. And there it is, guys. How beautiful. We see you, Patriot. Where we go one, we go all. Do you see the White House in the backdrop over here where Trump is walking? Right over here, Trump is exiting Marine One, walking towards that beautiful White House.
Yep.
And when you look at this anon, don't you already see a beautiful White House in the background? This is a White House. This is the White House, right? So interesting, guys. Again, these crumbs go deeper and deeper and deeper because we have the Ronald Reagan thing. But again, we want to keep this clean and simple. So there it is. So guys, so when we showed you this, right? When we showed you this over here, fully appreciate the continued validation. So over here, we got a 4-second clip going through those. Let me just show you guys. So this is a little bit rough, but again, I'm going to walk you through this step by step to show you, only anons can fully appreciate the continued validation, right, of mathematically impossible coincidences, right? Q, we love you. So we went live at 5:08. The White House dropped at 5:09, showing you a collage of pictures. And the last picture was at 17 seconds. Trump walking to Marine One and a complete 23-second clip, right? Bringing us back to that video that we did, that Joanne made for us, right? Where Trump was taking 17 steps on the grass. And if you add the 5 steps of the stairs of the Marine One, it will add up to 23, right? So I thought, that is pretty wild. Then during our show, guys, Dan Scavino, so let me show you. This is what Durfman posted at, let's see. You posted this at 9:33 p.m. Now let's go to Dan Scavino and let's see when he posted his, let's see, Dan Scavino 47 or personal?
Wait, I could post it. It was his.
Okay, good. Okay, so we scroll down to 47. Oh, there it is. You got it. Thank you. So there it is. 5 minutes later, guys. So let me show you. So this is that picture. Let's go here. Okay. So this was at the beginning of our show. The White House posting 1 minute after us, right? Going live. 17:23, Trump walking towards Marine One. Durfman posted this at 9:33 p.m. on the 29th of April. And 5 minutes later, 33, this is at 38. So that is, 5 minutes later. Trump taking steps. And when you count those steps, it adds on to 17 steps, right? So again, bringing us back to the beginning, 17 seconds, right? Trump to Marine One. Durfman posting it at 9:33 p.m., April 29th. And then 5 minutes later, Dan Scavino dropped this. Well, we did a whole bunch of decodes on this, right? Which is epic. I'm going to show you the clip, guys. But to have a little recap, Dan Scavino did this. This is how Dan Scavino ended his day. So let me pull this one right over here. Yes. So this is how Dan Scavino ended the day. This is ending our show. This was at the end of the show, where Durfman was just saying, hey, I got a few little crumbs lined up. You know Durf, right? And then 5 minutes later, Dan Scavino drops this. Trump walking towards Marine One. And this is how Dan Scavino ended the day. Check this out. He is dropping at 23:26:32. What is the importance of this? Because the in-between, guys, is bringing us to 3263. That drop is bringing us to a Twitter link of a patriot that was saying from Pennsylvania here, can't wait to watch the Michigan rally tonight, right? And Trump just returned to the White House after a great first 100-day celebration in the great state of Michigan. Michigan, right? Dude, do you see the White House in the back? Do you see a White House in the back here? Yes, you do, right? We are Q, guys. Okay, guys, so this is what we discussed on Friday, right? Yes.
Interesting, too, like the flag, right? You have the flag come, and then the Q is in a flag on his shirt.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yes. Beautiful. Yeah, indeed.
Another correlation.
Yes. So this was Friday afternoon, right? After this Friday afternoon show, I learned that Trump was having another event, right? So we stopped the show. I talked to Miss Grasshopper and we did the live show again, right? So beautiful. So we discussed this on Friday afternoon. Then on Saturday, May 2nd, Trump was dropping that Alabama speech at 15:07, right? 15:07 is an anon saying, Q, I know confirming the Q proofs is going to be tough and also will flood the bread. These are those threats on the Q boards. We need some type of guidance. What should we have ready? I know you work or US, but we add-ons, we work for you, right? So again, Q is working for the United States, but we are working for you, Q. Tell us what we need to be ready. What needs to be ready. But again, I know that confirming the Q proofs is going to be tough. What is Q saying to this anon, guys? At 15:07, Marine One proofs forthcoming, guys. So we had the Marine One proofs over here during this entire week. At the beginning of the show, at the end of the show, at the end of the day from Dan Scavino. Then Trump dropping Marine One proofs forthcoming after posting another beautiful video of Alabama, the university over there. So Marine One proofs forthcoming. What happens next, guys? So here's Trump on the 3rd of May, guys, the very next day. He didn't post the entire day, guys. He posted at 1 in the morning and then stayed quiet for the entire day and then posted at 23:33:06. Again, a video of Trump walking towards Marine One, like we showed you over here. Marine One proves forthcoming, and there is Trump, guys, dropping Marine One yet again. When you look at the timestamp, it is 11:33, guys. 23:33 is 11:33 p.m., guys. And 11:33 is showing you number 17. How many steps did Trump take? 17, guys. So what is up? Marine One proves forthcoming. There is the 17 hashtag, guys, at 11:33 p.m. What are the odds, guys? What are the odds? Look at this. At 17 seconds, Trump is walking towards Marine One. Like we showed you, Trump made 17 steps towards Marine One, right? Then Dan Scavino is dropping over here. At the end of our show, Trump making 17 steps towards Marine One, right? Including the stairs. While over here we had 17th, this is the last picture at 17 seconds, and the complete length of this clip is 23 seconds, right? Trump is dropping, Trump walking 17 steps towards the Marine One, And over here, guys, we got the great state of Michigan, correlating with the rally that Trump was holding. And over here, we have Trump coming out with that last show that we did, regarding Alabama, saying Marine One proves forthcoming. And the very next day, Trump drops at 11:33, showing him walking towards Marine One at 11:33, showing you hashtag 17 steps, guys. The timestamp is showing us boom week ahead. Treason doesn't pay well in the end, right? And the delta of the day before, when we were dropping this one on May 2nd, guys, at 5:30 p.m., May 2nd, is the delta of boom week ahead. Treason doesn't pay well in the end, guys. A beautiful 5-year delta with, and there it is, guys. The delta on, the drop where Trump was dropping this on May 3rd, the delta is, do people actually believe that those responsible for the attempted coup, the coup attempt of a duly elected sitting U.S. president, will go unpunished? End of our constitutional republic? No equal justice under the law? No accountability? That they will escape? Enjoy the show, guys. So how beautiful, guys. We got boom week ahead. Treason doesn't pay well in the end. Also in the delta, and the delta of when Trump was dropping this was all regarding the treason, guys. This is the treason that we're talking about. The season for treason, guys. Now Trump is going to Saudi Arabia. It's going to be really interesting, right? I saw Genova giving out another subscription. Genova, we love you, sister. Durfman, do we see somebody receiving it? Not yet, right?
For Genova, yes, it was Eric the Healer.
Yep,
got it. And also, again, big shout out to Miss Penny Black for catching everything. She says that Diane 2017 was the one who got the last castle from Jamie WV.
Awesome.
Welcome,
Diane
Diane.
Tuno, we love you. Welcome to the Rat Castle Club.
And welcome, Eric. Hey, I got to interject. I think it's worth it.
Okay.
Because the day before, Scavino was also posting at 11:33. Should I share that one with you?
Absolutely. Drop it. I just want to add to, at the end of this, so Trump was dropping at 23:33. The next truth that Trump is posting out there is at 23:47, the same night, right? That drop, 23:47, is saying important moment in time. The picture will be the signifier. Remember the 17th picture over here? Dropped it, not the 17th picture, but the picture posted at 17 seconds. The picture will be the signifier. It will force the queue, and the queue will be answered. Where we go one, we go all. How beautiful, guys. Where we go one, we go all. Yes.
So yeah. Let me post the Scavino decode that I did from the day before. Here it is.
Let me go to my tabs. This one. Let's hope that it opens up. It keeps opening up in this. Normally you wouldn't do that, but again, funny. Let's go.
So, what? Pardon me. What Grasshopper was showing was from May 3rd, and this here is from May 2nd, where Dan Scavino posted on X at 11:33:01 p.m. And then he posted 15 seconds later on Truth Social the exact same picture, which says the only people I owe my loyalty to are those who never made me question theirs. And, the contrast between that and the mirror of 23:32 that says boom week ahead, treason. doesn't pay well in the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's talking about my loyalty, and 3332 is talking about treason.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I took the middle. If you look at 113301, if we take that's yeah, let's look at the top one. 113301. The middle is 1330, which is it's actually an upcoming delta in about a week. Well, a week from when this was posted, which says, "Do you believe in coincidence?"
Mm-hmm.
There's a missing E there, right? Do you believe in coincidence?
Mm-hmm.
And it says this is not a game. I also thought it was kind of interesting how that the picture, by the way, is 16 words, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you've got 15 spaces, which is 15 seconds is also the time between those two posts.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. So the time in between correlates with the spaces within the meme.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
So, yeah, I thought that I thought it was interesting that Scavino posted on the second, and then on the third, almost to the minute, Trump posted at 11:33:06.
Yes, there it is, guys. 10 seconds earlier, huh?
Yep.
Just like 10 minutes after our show, right? Right over here. 10 minutes after our show. Was that over here? Yes.
Or 5 seconds from the Twitter post, from the X post.
Where is it now? How the hell is it gone?
There it is.
No, that's not the one.
Oh, I thought you were looking for the 33.
Yeah, this one. This is the 10 minutes, right? This is 10 minutes after our show, where Trump was dropping at 1416, as we found the Q plus at 206. 10 minutes, right? And 10 seconds after Dan Scavino. 10 seconds earlier, 23:33:16, and there is Donald J. Trump dropping at 23:33:06. Interesting. Another 10 second or 10-minute marker, guys. So interesting, guys. Dick Tracy, we love you. Had this delta from who? Jordan. You want to get into that? What is this?
Check.
What do we have here? So yeah, the hashtag 17, the panic is coming back in. You know, the blockade, the unmasking. And I like what Jordy is doing here, guys. This is giving you a full picture of all the crumbs that you can get out of a tweet, you know, and then you got to look, right? How is this all tying back to this? Which one can we keep and which ones do we leave out, right? So this is beautiful. In one glance, you can see kind of almost everything that this drop has in it, right? So again, the kickoff start offense. Enjoy the show. You're witnessing the systematic destruction of the old guard. Beautiful, guys. I think Durfman already had this one lined up, right? You're witnessing the systematic destruction of the old guard. This is what you got. This is time back to this Decode, guys. Look at this, Durf. Take it away.
Okay. So this was also on the second, actually. So this is when the White House posted originally at 1701 that lo-fi lo-fi mix. Let's just put it that way. So, yeah. So I took a quick look at. By the way, I'm not sure that. Oh yeah, it is. You're right. Sorry. So when we look at 1701, it has that graphic that says right there, you are witnessing / watching the systematic destruction of the old guard. Power will return to the people. And that one to me kind of, well, it'll go with the time in between the two posts because we see that Scavino reposted that link at 2247. And 2247 is that beautiful zero delta graphic that Anon did so many moons ago and has a little 17 in there, right? And yeah, so I also looked at the mirror of 1701 and we got 1071 out of that one, which says, talking to you, Anon. Now, when we look at the time in between, we have 5 hours, 46 minutes. We also have 5.767 hours or 346 minutes. So I thought it was interesting that 546 is pointing to a Soros and Rothschild picture. As 1701 was saying, you are witnessing the systematic destruction of the old guard. That's the old guard, all right.
Oh, yeah.
And so,
you know, like it's saying here, right? We always see it's happening here, but the tone, guys. April showers, this is when the Pope kicked the can, right? But it's the tone, guys.
Absolutely. Very end of April.
Mm-hmm.
And 1071, just noticing, that was April 7th.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? We had 767 from the hours and 346 from the minutes. I thought it was interesting how 767 has a "we are with you" in the middle there, while 346 ends with POTUS, "we are with you." It's also, you know, it's got patriots in there. You are a strong patriot. And it ends with God bless, while 346 starts with Godspeed, patriots. Yeah. So
beautiful.
I thought that was interesting enough, right?
Yeah, so you're witnessing the systematic destruction of the old guard. We are restoring the republic. We are with you. Godspeed, patriots. Do not give up. Fight, fight, fight. United, we stand, guys. Do not let them divide you, guys. You know, with all these, you know, party politics and everything, you know, do not let them divide you, guys. You know, we are united in our fight, you know, because whenever any form of government becomes destructive to these ends, it's the right of the people to alter or abolish it. It's their right. It's their duty to throw off such government and provide new guards for the future security, guys. And this is what you guys are doing. And this will have global ramifications. This is why we're all united here, guys. And Trump is entering Marine One, guys. What does it mean? We will know really shortly. JJ White, great to see you watching from the 51st state. Oh, beautiful, guys. Birdman 74, we love you. Durfman, you got this one? No. Oh.
Well,
maybe
you know
I
what?
lost one of yours.
I've got another one that's with that lo-fi link.
All right.
This one was posted yesterday on the 3rd.
Okay.
Oh yeah, hold on a second. I might have systematic old guard.
The delta, yes.
So did I miss that?
What?
On my decode, or was that? No, that was
No,
on.
this is Jordy.
That was
Jordy
on
is pointing
Jordy's.
out that this is
Okay.
the delta of that day, right?
Yeah.
So you're witnessing the systematic destruction of the old guard. The kickoff, the start of the offense is starting. You know, Mayday, Mayday. So this must be a 6-year delta, right? Where the kickoff is starting right now. So that's beautiful. And big shout out to Jordy. Awesome. Let's continue, guys. Here's the White House.
So yeah, they just happened to post this yesterday at 12:21 and 17 seconds. So that caught my attention.
Mm-hmm.
And they just posted, in case you missed it, we're still here with some musical note emojis.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not much, right? But the mirror of the middle is 1122, which is a reminder to trust Sessions, trust Ray, trust Kansas, trust Horowitz, and trust Huber.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's 5 of them, and you've got 5 characters, if you not characters, sorry, words, if you include the the last one.
Mm-hmm.
And then in case you missed it is also 5. So
nice.
I thought it was worth putting together. Let me see. I think there was one more. I could show it right quick. This goes back to May 1st, this one. Oh, thank you, Miss Penny. She says that's neat. I'm like, it's again, that 17 caught my attention, so I figured I'd do a little something with it. And here we go. So, you'll have to click on the first one. Thank you. Yeah, so this happened at the end of our last show, right? Where we saw Trump hitting 2 times at 10:07 p.m. But earlier that evening, we had Dan Scavino, who posted at 7:39 and 59, and I'm sorry, that's I need to zoom in on this. 7:35, 59, and 7:36 and 15 seconds. So there was a gap between Trump posting on Truth Social and then Scavino posting on Truth Social that same 3-minute and 3-second video. So there was a 16-second gap there, and Trump also did a 16-second gap. If we look at the left side of the screen, what I thought was interesting was the post numbers. So when we look at here, we're looking at Scavino's post number 3526, and that's pointing to a Twitter post where Michelle Hu was talking about our most recent QAnon series in Chinese, read by tens of thousands of Chinese worldwide. Worldwide. And
they are worldwide, guys.
Yeah, I mean, we do have
every country got its own Chinatown, right?
Absolutely. Every major city has its own.
They are everywhere.
Yeah, well, especially in the U.S. I mean, we've seen the maps of the farmlands and
where they go one, where they go one, we go all, right? They go all. Okay.
Where they go one.
Sorry.
That's all right. I think they can take a joke.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. I mean, what else? We had, if you look right above, we have 1117, which is taken from the last 4 digits mirrored of Trump's post. 7111.
Okay,
and
China.
1117, yeah. China's embrace of foreign cars, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so that
So
was it.
China, right? Interesting connection over here with President Xi. Good start.
Yeah, and then we had the 16-second gaps, which I guess you could go to the next picture, where we showed you guys, I believe, on the last show, how I had posted at 10:07 p.m. as well. And I was posting about the White House hitting a 5-year delta. And
yeah.
Unbeknownst to me, the delta that they were hitting, they were 16 seconds apart. Actually, if you scroll down, there we go. I zoomed in on that here. So that was April 30th, 2020, 4:56 and 26 seconds, where the White House posted it 5 years later at 4:56 and 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So I was showing a 16-second gap at 10:07. And then yeah, with the 12:24 no less.
Yeah, guys. So we had a phone call, guys, before the event, and I was telling Durf, like, wouldn't it be awesome for them to drop a 12:24, even if it's mirrored, right? And lo and behold, guys, not even 24 hours later, guys, the White House is dropping, the remarks at 42:21, mirroring 12:24, guys. Coincidence, the awakening is coordinated, every detail accounted for, every scenario planned for. Enjoy the show. We will begin shortly, guys. Enjoy the show. Beautiful, Durf. But there's more, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's at the same time as Trump was posting a 16-second gap.
Boom.
Posting at 10:07 and 30 seconds, and then 10:07 and 46 seconds.
So, guys, the synchronicities are through the roof, guys. Huh.
Yeah, I don't know what to say, dude. That's ridiculous.
So the 16-second delta they were hitting was this one, right? The 40-15, right?
Yeah.
So it talks about the control of the narrative, showing the control of the population, sheep in the kill brackets. So interesting, guys, that the people are waking up, showing you that, the awakening of those sheep is coordinated, that every detail is accounted for and every scenario planned for, right? Enjoy the show. And Durfman wanted to point out that they talk about sheep, and this tweet of the WikiLeaks is talking about their pet, right? So again, when it's like one thing, that's just one thing. But again, when everything is lining up with those 16-second deltas, hitting that beautiful mirror timestamp, one of our favorite drops, right? 12:24, drop a 17, if you know how far back that goes, guys. See Colias, great to see you. True Seeker, we love you. UV Violet Light is with us. Awesome to see you guys. And again, yes, Durf. So at 17 seconds, Trump is coming out. And we do have something. Our sister that we called was asking us to do a recap of the prayer of Trump. I think it's like 20 minutes long. So after we're done with the decodes, maybe it's nice to do a little recap of that.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure RSBN has it, so I'll look that up. Hey, by the way, we did get a new 5 gift subscription giveaway from Truth Seeker.
Boom, Truth Seeker, we love you. Let's see who got it, guys. Durfman, you got it?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. Truth Seeker, we love you.
We had P. Mitchell Inc., Big John Perez, Bonsai 214, Salsky, and Rachel Boone, who were gifted
Rachel
subscriptions.
Boone. Welcome to the Ratcastle Club and Truth Seeker. We love you, sister. Thank you so much for your epic support, guys. This is mind-blowing, guys. Jenna Franklin, we love you. And yeah, guys, what are the odds that we have Trump going into Marine One with 17 seconds, 23 second total, showing you that Durfman was posting this exactly, let's see, 5 minutes before, or Dan Scavino posted 5 minutes after Durfman made this decode and posted it on Twitter, right? Something big is about to drop. Then Dan Scavino drops Trump walking into Marine One with 17 steps. Then at the end of the day, Dan Scavino dropped us, a timestamp that linked to the Michigan rally, guys, with the White House, a White House, and the White House in the background, showing us that beautiful Marine One proofs are forthcoming, and then Donald Trump, at the end of the day, guys, while being silent from 1 a.m. in the morning, finally dropping at 23:33, dropping us, Marine One at 11:33, #17, those beautiful 17 steps to Marine One. Marine One proves forthcoming, guys, like we showed you over here. I know confirming the Q proofs is going to be tough. But again, guys, what should we have ready? We need some type of guidance, guys. Marine One proofs forthcoming. The very next day at 11:33, Trump is dropping #17 while he's dropping us. Him walking towards Marine One, guys. Do people actually believe that those responsible for the attempted coup of a duly elected sitting U.S. president will go unpunished, guys? Enjoy the show. Is coming down, guys. Boom week ahead. Treason doesn't pay well in the end. Twice, guys. In the delta and in the timestamp. #17. The delta of today and the delta of the previous day, guys, where we dropped the Marine One proofs forthcoming. So again, guys, I don't know. I hope you guys can follow me. Heidi, sister, we love you. You got a little tweet over there. Okay, let me go to Heidi. Let me see what you got cooking in the kitchen, sister. Kali Gal, we love you. Let me go over here. Let me drop it. Boom, over there. Oh, hello. Look at 504 Delta. Let me see, guys. What's going on here? Thank you, General Flynn. See attached. So we need the actions of President Lincoln. Yes, you talked about this yesterday. What was it again? Flynn timestamp 151.
Or 1351.
Okay. 1351, huh? Now comes the pain. What departments must be cleaned prior to, justice. Okay. Fair and equal justice. The DOJ and FBI, right? Interesting. Also the CIA. Now comes the pain. Well done. Fired and forced, guys. This was Trump admin 1. Now Trump admin 2 is coming in, guys. And America is ready, guys. Screaming for change, right? How beautiful. Beautiful, sisters. Thank you so much. And I think you told me that it was on, wait a minute, it was on a Delta with President Lincoln, guys. Kelly, can you drop what you were saying? The 100-day speech of Trump was on the Delta of Lincoln, right? So that's pretty wild that, Lincoln. And again, Trump was talking a lot about Lincoln, right? Again, Kelly Girl, we love you, sister. Let me see if she writes something in the comments. Maybe her her Rumble feed is a little behind. Always make sure to click that live button, guys. So you. Okay, guys. So how beautiful, guys. What a succession of Marine ones do we have here beyond mathematically. You know, only aeronauts can fully appreciate the continued validation and confirmation through mathematically impossible coincidences, right? Beautiful. Which delta?
So
I don't know which delta we're looking at. Oh, this is the delta. Okay. Oh, right. A rig system. Yes. At some point, I will have no choice but to use the powers granted to the presidency and get involved, guys. All right, guys.
Okay.
Because
I was looking. Sorry, but so is Durf, man. I was looking at 1351. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not the delta. Sorry.
But this is May 2nd, guys. May 2nd, 2018. Well done. There's the delta, May 2nd. A 7-year delta, guys, at 7:45. But to use the powers granted to the presidency and get involved. Justice. Well done.
But 1315 is a delta for today, May 4th.
Okay. Yes, but yes, this is May 2nd,
But this
right? So
is
there's
showing
the
May
delta
2nd.
on May 2nd. That's beautiful.
If you click on the picture, does it show bigger? No, it doesn't. Okay. All right.
So everybody subscribe to Heidi, guys. So we love her. We love you, sister. Let's go to, I promised Heidi to go over the whole prayer request, the prayer ceremony of Donald J. Trump. Something big is about to drop, guys. And this is how it all started, guys. Something big is about to drop. Once Trump returns from his trip around the world, the world will be a different place, right? So interesting, guys. Yes, Durfman, do you got the link?
I don't.
Okay, let's go. Right let's look, guys.
This is White House.
Let's go to the prayer of RSPN. Let's go. Oh, something doesn't want to load RSPN. I almost thought that RSBN retweeted me. I typed in RSBN, you know, and I went scrolling down and there was Grasshopper, right? And I was like, huh? Almost like it was retweeted by RSBN, but it isn't. Okay, guys. Does somebody have that link of the prayer on that day? Let me see. Where is it? University of Alabama.
It's
Dr. Phil. Okay, so this must be on the 29th, right? So it's 29th. Let's go down, guys. Must be on the 29th.
The videos wasn't showing anything. I'm checking the live right now on YouTube. Okay, they do have a live from May 1st. Participates in National Day of Prayer. I think that might be it. Let me check.
Okay, yeah.
So it was one of their lives on May 1st.
So Kelly is dropping a link over here. Is the rally attached?
Speech attached, she says.
I don't see. So these are the links. These are the how do you say that? The notes that she was taking.
Yeah, she has a link, but it's to a White House link, and they don't have timestamps.
Timestamps, yeah.
We need timestamps. Okay, so come on.
Oh, Birdman74, happy birthday to your daughter. Awesome.
Okay. Here, I'll post a YouTube link. Here we go.
Okay, guys. So here we go. Okay, so we have to move forward, I guess.
I believe at 2:07:30.
2:07:30. So there it is already. It's at 1.
Wait a minute. No. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the timestamp of the video.
Oh, okay. So,
so it was 12:04 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, there it is, guys. Okay, let's get ready. Let me line up the chat. Nice. How do you say that?
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Here we go.
Nice little music from RSBN.
Sounds like there's a live band.
You might think so, huh?
I could be wrong.
Well, good morning. This is a beautiful day. We could not have asked for a more beautiful day than this.
Okay, guys.
And
Let me
maybe
see.
that means something.
We got a beautiful day. Let me line up the tabs over here. 1 second. Let's go here. Crack that whip. Dax Girl. American Angle. And TikTok. Awesome to see you, man. Let me see at what time we are live. Okay, so let me pull out this one. Okay, so let me line up the tabs. Okay. RSBN. QAG.
And May
12:05.
May 1st, there's a delta at 12:40 and 1:15. So I don't
12:40 and 12:15, huh?
1:15. So
Okay.
We'll see if we hit those.
Okay, guys.
The drop numbers, if you want, it's 40:40.
Okay. 40:40.
Yeah, it's about COVID though.
Okay. Okay, guys, let's go. Let's remind me and let's get into this one. They're singing like a canary in the previous timestamp when Trump is addressing the nation at 12:05. You know, send us your prayers because we're truly up against pure evil, right? So again, beautiful.
Thing that brings us a little luck. But it's a great honor, and I'm delighted to welcome you to this very special place, the White House, to celebrate the annual National Day of Prayer. And we're doing it up big. This is the first time they've done it this way, and you deserve it. We all deserve the White House. The White House is special. We're bringing back religion in our country, and we're bringing it back quickly and strongly. Because for America to be a great nation, we must always be one nation under God, a phrase that they would like to get rid of, the radical left. But Ben, I don't think we're going to let them get rid of that, right? We're not letting them get rid of that. I want to thank a man of incredible faith who's with us, Speaker Mike Johnson, for being here. He's done an incredible job. Thank you, Mike, very much. We're working very hard on a great big beautiful bill, and we're trying to come up with a name. And I said, why don't we just call it the great big beautiful bill? That's what everyone, so we're going to probably do that because everyone knows what it means. But later today, I'll be going to the University of Alabama to deliver the keynote commencement address to a record crowd. They have a big crowd. I guess they have 7 ceremonies. And they said, well, if you're doing it, we're putting them all together. I said, that's a lot of people. So we're going to put them all together. It's the first time they've done that. And I'll give it a shot. All right? I hope we can entertain. I will give it a shot. But before we...
Okay, guys, I had to swallow because this is interesting, guys. Trump is talking about... He's talking about giving it a shot and putting them all together, right? Those 7 groups at 12:06. At 12:06 is showing you Hussein, right? Over here. Hussein, 12:06. And drop 7 is saying, why wasn't Hillary Clinton prosecuted for her emails? Because Obama, boom, 12:06. Ultimately okayed it by using non-government emails to communicate with Clinton. Obama also had an alias along with these cabinet members, and therefore indicting Hillary Clinton would lead to indicting Obama in his cabinet, which could never happen back then. But now, thanks to those 4 years, they have weaponized, they have showed in what lengths they will go to throw Trump in jail for no reason at all. Now the stage is set for Trump to do the same, right? And they voted Trump in. This is the will of the people. This is not Trump doing it. It's Pam Bondi. It's Kash Patel, right? It has nothing to do with Trump anymore, right? So it's out of his hands. He's putting all 7 together. He's going to give it a shot, right? Interesting, guys.
Hard on a great big beautiful bill, and we're trying to come up with a name. And I said, why don't we just call it the great big beautiful bill? That's what everyone, so we're going to probably do that.
Bill Clinton.
Because everyone knows what it means. But later today, I'll be going to the University of Alabama.
Boom, at 12:06. Check this out, guys.
To deliver the keynote commencement address to a record crowd. They have a big crowd. I guess they have 7 ceremonies.
Boom.
And they said, well, if you're doing it, we're putting them all together. I said, that's a lot of people. So we're going to put them all together. It's the first time they've done that. And I'll give it a shot. All right? I hope we can entertain. I will give it a shot. But before we begin, I want to let you know what I was just doing in a really great meeting with Speaker Johnson. We had also Majority Leader Steve Scalise, Chairman Brett Guthrie, who's a fantastic guy, and Chairman Smith. Everybody knows Chairman Smith. He's the most knowledgeable person on taxes and finances there is, to be updated on the progress of the one big, beautiful bill. We love that bill. I won't like it if it doesn't pass. Neither will you. If it doesn't pass, your taxes are going to go up 68%. So think of it. 68, and this is a religious ceremony to me, but that's part of the religion, because if your taxes go up 68%, you might give up your religion. You might have no choice.
Wow, guys.
You're working too hard to try and make it, and that's the Democrats. That's what they'll give you. They'll vote against.
Whoa, come on, guys. The Democrats, guys. Huma, right? That is Muslim Brotherhood, guys. The Democrats. Listen to Trump, guys. Let's put the subtitles over here. Let's see that again.
Really great meeting with Speaker Johnson. We had also Majority Leader Steve Scalise, Chairman Brett Guthrie, who's a fantastic guy, and Chairman Smith.
68
knows
guys.
Chairman Smith. He's the most knowledgeable person on taxes and finances there is, to be updated on the progress of the one big, beautiful bill. We love that bill. I won't like it if it doesn't pass. Neither will you. If it doesn't pass, your taxes are going to go up 68%.
Boom.
So think of it.
68%, guys. There it is. Boom, 68. And he talks about religion, right? And he talks about the Democrats. Listen to this.
68, and this is a religious ceremony to me.
Boom.
But that's part of the religion. Because if your taxes go up 68%, you might give up your religion.
You know, there it is, guys. Huma, the Muslim Brotherhood. Interesting, guys. And he's talking about the Democrats. Listen to this. 68. This is drop 68. Listen to this.
You might have no choice. You'll be working too hard to try and make it. And that's the Democrats. That's what
Boom. There it is, guys. The Democrats dropping all of a sudden, guys. Wow. Crooked politicians. And it talks about the percentages here. You know, he talks about 68%, while it talks about 70%, right? Interesting.
they'll give you. They'll vote against it. It's not even believable. It's called Trump derangement syndrome because, honestly, everything in there is good for Democrats, Republicans, and everybody else. These will be the biggest tax cuts in American history with 100% expensing, which is something that people cannot believe they're getting. We did it in the last one, and we had the most successful economy in my first 4 years that we've ever had, the history of our country. And expensing was one of the things that led to that. But it's 100% expensing for companies investing in America and increasing take-home pay for the typical family by thousands of dollars a year. And to show you how middle income this is, there'll be no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax for the great seniors in Social Security. So you have no tax on Social Security for our great seniors. And we have full deduction for interest. If you buy a car that's made in America, you get an interest rate deduction. That's going to be it's got to be made in America. If it's not made in America, we really don't care if you buy it or not. But if it's made in America, we want you to buy it. We make the best cars anyway. Things are moving along very well, and I just wanted to say the final details are coming together, and they're coming together rapidly, and I think we're right on schedule, Mike and everyone. And I want to thank you and this
right
group
on schedule,
and
guys.
all of the people that are over there right now.
Over the
Not
target.
in the sun. They're working on the bill. It will be the biggest bill ever passed in the history of our Congress, our Senate, and Congress. That's a big achievement. One of the things that's very important will be saving Medicaid for Americans in need. We will not let the Democrats destroy it and all the waste, fraud, and abuse that they seem to love. And they will decimate Medicaid if they get the chance. We're not going to give them that chance. So just remember, we will be saving Medicaid and strengthening it. It'll be actually very strengthened. And they are going to decimate it. We can't let it happen. And very simply, to finish that, we will make America rich and healthy again.
To end it.
And why don't we say rich, healthy, and religious again, okay? Shall I add that for this group? Right, Dan Patrick? Thanks as well to the great people that are here. Pete Hegseth, who's doing a fantastic job. Pete, thank you.
Pete.
Marco Rubio, unbelievable. Unbelievable, Marco. When I have a problem, I
The
call
choice
up
to
Marco.
know will
He
be
gets it
yours.
solved. He gets it solved. Scott Bessent, he's got a very easy job now. He's negotiating with about 200 countries. Can you handle it? Do you get to sleep at all? He's got phone calls coming in. I was with him before. I had like 30 phone calls. I said, just see me later. They're all calling. Scott Turner, who's doing wonderful work. Recommendation of Ben. Then when Ben, recommends you, I have no choice, right? But you're doing great. You're doing great. Attorney General Pam Bondi, she's slightly busy. She's on the busy side.
All right.
With all of the, you have a big assortment of everything when you think of it.
almost
She's
said
got
it.
every form of crime known to mankind.
Baby.
And womankind too, yo.
There it is, guys. Of mankind and womankind. Hussein, Maggie, Wendy, guys. Dude.
Always have to say, with all of the, you have a big assortment of everything when you think of it. She's got every form of crime known to mankind and womankind too. You always have to say that as a politician. but she's doing incredible work. Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi, thank you. Good job. A man that I can't talk about because he goes undercover most of the time. His whole life is now undercover, but he's central casting when you get to see him, I tell you. He's a handsome guy. He is, if I was casting a movie for the CIA, I'd put this guy in it.
What?
Director of the CIA, John Ratcliffe. Where's John?
Dude.
John, see? He's undercover. He's here, but he's undercover. He's perfect. U.S. Trade Representative, Jameson Greer, another busy one, huh? Jameson, good. And another one who's negotiating along with Scott and Jameson. He's negotiating all the time. He doesn't want to talk about it. He has no life. Howard Lutnick, Commerce. He has no life.
Tom Capone and homie, we love you guys.
And a very special person, friend of mine for a long time, and she's doing an
Central
unbelievable
casting,
job at
guys.
small business,
Undercover.
which is really big business.
Wow.
You know, when you add up all that small business, it's probably the biggest bank in the world. But she is really capable and doing a fantastic job. We're working with Linda McMahon also on the student loans, getting them paid up. Administrator Kelly Loeffler. Kelly, thank you very much. And we're also joined by some special senators. Roger Marshall. Roger, you are a great guy. Whenever I have a problem, he's calling, sir, don't worry about it. I said, thanks, Roger. It's easy for you to say, Roger. But he always is so good. He's a good man. James Lankford. James, I saw you on television. You were fantastic on television. James was defending me on television, something that's not easy to do, but he did a good job. Thank you, James. And Mark Wayne Mullen. Mark Wayne, where are you? Don't ever fight Mark Wayne. Yep, thank you, Mark Wayne. Don't ever fight him. He was a fighter. And Cindy Hyde-Smith is here. Cindy, hi, Cindy. Wow. And we have thanks, Cindy, you're doing great. I looked at your numbers. You're very popular. You don't need me to go out and campaign with you this year, huh? Isn't that good?
Do you guys also hear the clicking?
Representatives Mark Harris, Mary Miller, Gary Palmer, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Robert
not
Adderall,
really.
Jason Smith, Chris Smith, Tim Wahlberg, and Josh Brenkein. Thank you all.
Let me
for
go back
being
a
here.
second, guys, because he was saying some awesome stuff here.
And Mark Wayne Mullen. Mark Wayne, where are you? Don't ever fight Mark Wayne. Yep, thank you, Mark Wayne. Don't ever fight him. He was a fighter. And Cindy Hyde-Smith is here. Cindy, hi,
Otis
Cindy.
warning shot.
Wow. And we have thanks, Cindy, you're doing great. I looked at your numbers. You're very popular. You don't need me to go out and campaign with you this year, huh? Isn't that good? Representatives Mark Harris, Mary Miller, Gary Palmer, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Robert Adderholt, Jason Smith, Chris Smith, Tim Wahlberg, and Josh Brenkein. Thank you all for being here. And we have some others, but I can't see them. I just cannot see them, so I'm going to get myself in trouble. They'll never vote for me again, Ben. That's the problem. You know, if you don't mention, hi, Mary, but Mary will. Thank you also to Senior Advisor Pastor Paula White, who has been so incredible. She's been right from the beginning, Paula, right? And we've had like a 94% poll number, and I think Paula got it more than I got it. She's saying, no, I'm telling you, he's a good person. Well, we don't like him. We don't like him. I'm telling you, he's done more for us than anybody. Oh, okay. And she got us up to about 94%. And my old friends, they couldn't believe that I got that kind of a number with you, understand? But you have done a great job. And
how much?
94%.
I'm telling you, he's done more for us than anybody. Oh, okay. And she got us up to about 94%. And my old friends, they couldn't believe that I got that kind of a number with you, understand? But you have done a great job. And Jenny Korn has done.
There it is, guys. The big, beautiful bill, guys. Bill wants the deal, right? Interesting. At the timestamp where you can see this dude, guys, James Alefantis. Ooh. Plans for later. You can't imagine the size of this. Huh. And when you see P. Diddy coming out and all these other crooks, right? You can see how big this is, right? Wow.
And he does say, sorry, he does say twice. 94. And you multiply that by 2, that's 188. Bigger than you can imagine. Well,
oh, the owl. Absolutely. And this is also the exclamation marks, right? With count your beats. It's 188 beats. Remember? Exclamation marks. Again, bigger than you can imagine. Interesting, guys. The Washington, D.C. owl. Huh. Okay, guys. Well done, Durf.
Unbelievable job, Jenny. And you know, they work right out of the White House. They've never done that. That's never been done before. No other president allowed that. I think
they worked outside of the White House, guys. Woo, baby. Those pizza and hot dog parties, remember? They worked outside of the White House. Wow. You cannot imagine the size of this. This is how big it is.
And that's the White House too, right there, right?
Yeah. They worked outside of the White House. Huh. Interesting.
Separation. They say separation between church and state, they told me. I said, all right, let's forget about that for one time. We said, really, the separation? I don't know. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm not sure. But whether there's separation or not, you guys are in the White House where you should be, and you're representing our country, and we're bringing religion back to our country, and it's a big deal.
Sorry, Hopper.
Yes, sir.
And I want to.
It is 12:24 right now. I saw that on your computer when you opened the new tab, and I wanted to say that Miss Eagles 88. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Eagles 888. She just gifted a subscription.
Awesome.
To KM Stein.
KM Stein, welcome to the Red Castle Club. And M Eagles, sister, we love you to the moon and back. Thank you so much for your epic support. Always being there with us with every single live show. We love you. And W. Kelly, indeed, the Diddy stuff could take out 90% of the entertainment industry. Indeed, right, Kelly? Great point. And M Eagles, we love you, sister. Thank you so much for your support. And okay, guys, Trucy is with us. Give it up for Trucy, guys. We love her. Parco, Strapman Pigs. Good morning, Stevie Bananas. Awesome to see you guys. Jamie WV, we love you, sister. And Trucy, awesome to see you here. Okay, guys, let's continue with this epic thing. And Trump is saying they were running it, you know, working from, running it from the White House, right? Well, we see that whole James Elephantis, you know, and there it is. Bill wants to deal. Interesting, guys. Huh.
To say hello, John, the most talented man standing here today. He's one of the most successful artists, and his song is one of the most favored by people of religion. That I can tell you, John. You've done a great job. I always say he's the husband of Paula White, but actually he's very successful. That's always tough to live with, right, John? But not really, because you have an incredible wife that you're proud of, right? Well, that's good. Oh, he just gave her a kiss. That's the first time they've kissed in years. I'm only kidding. Great job, actually.
Trump.
The person that's been with me maybe the longest, and she's been just an incredible person. Never asks for anything, never wants favors, or, gee, could I use your helicopter to get here or there, is named Alveda King, and she's here someplace. Is that? Hi, Alveda. She was here before it was popular.
WikiLeaks, guys.
Before I had record numbers with the black vote. She was here long before I had record numbers, right? Alveda saw something, and yeah, she was here at the very, very beginning when we were polling on the low side with the black population. Now we're setting records with the black population.
Oh, there it is, guys.
Criminal justice reform done. We got the black colleges and universities, you know, I got that finance for, it was a very interesting story because for 2-3 years, I'd see these really great people, like 50 of them, or maybe a little more, they'd come up to Washington looking for money for historically black colleges and universities, and they'd come up, and the first time was okay. I helped them get it. I got it for them, and that was it. Then the next year they came up, and I said, why are you up here? We took care of you. They said, no, they make us come up every year. I said, you got to be kidding. So we took care of them, Speaker. We got them long-term 10-year financing, more money than they were asking for. And I would say, I think I'm the most popular with those 50 people. They like me. They couldn't believe it because they were forced to come out. This is for 40 years. Every year they'd come up, you know that, Ben. They'd come up, and they became, some of them became friends of mine because they come up looking for money.
And there is your 40-50 again, right, Durf? 40 years, 50, right?
Something, and yeah, she was here at the very, very beginning when we were polling on the low side with the black population. Now we're setting records with the black population. We got criminal justice
Once the truth about Haiti is revealed, they will lose control over the black population. This is what the next 6 years is all about.
You know, I got that finance for, it was a very interesting story because for 2-3 years,
Interesting story, guys. Check it out. Interesting story. 12-18. Their stories. You know? Interesting.
See these really great people, like 50 of them, or maybe a little more. They come up to Washington looking for
That was a
money
2-3 and then a 50.
Black colleges and universities.
Pain.
2-3-50. Interesting, guys.
Well, I know first he said 2-3, and then I heard the 50.
Yeah, he said 40, right? Wait.
Come up and find black.
I didn't hear the 40.
Colleges and universities, you know, I got that finance for, it was a very interesting story because for 2-3 years, I'd see these really great people, like 50 of them, or maybe a little more. They'd come up to Washington looking for money for historically black colleges and universities, and they'd come up.
Okay, so 2-3-50. Let's see, guys. 2-3-50. And so it begins. How do you start a war? Markers matter. Playbook fail. Justice Kavanaugh confirmation. They were running it from the White House, right? Interesting. Enemy combatants. The hunt for was dropped. Why? Because we got them, guys. The hunters now become the hunted. Global enemy. Double meanings exist. Interesting. The hunt.
And the first time was okay. I helped them get it. I got it for them, and that was it. Then the next year they came up, and I said, why are you up here? We took care of you. They said, no, they make us come up every year. I said, you got to be kidding. So we took care of them, Speaker. We got them long-term 10-year financing, more money than they were asking for. And I would say, I think I'm the most popular with those 50 people. They like me. They couldn't believe it because they were forced to come out. This is for 40 years. Every year they'd come up. You know that, Ben. They'd
See
come
that?
up.
50-40? 50-40, right? 40 years, 50.
Some of them became friends of mine because they'd come up looking for money all the time. And I said, we got to get you like some long-term money. And I said to them, the only bad thing is I'll probably never see you again. And largely, but I see a couple of them here, largely that happened. But I took care of them, but they never had to come up. So it was a big thing. It was talked about last night, actually, on television. Today, as the American people turn to God in prayer, we continue a tradition older than our independence itself. Nearly 250 years ago, on June 12, 1775, the Continental Congress appointed a day of fasting and prayer so that Americans fighting for their liberty could seek the help of the Almighty. And when you look at that, June 12th, 1775, so we have a very, very special day coming up. You know, we have a lot of them during this term.
Woo!
And interestingly, I had none of them had I not had a rigged election. Had the election not been rigged, I would have been out of here. I would have been gone. The radical left would have said, we got rid of him finally. But no, now they have me for another 4 years. We talk about that. And in the other 4 years, you know, I sort of said, I got the Olympics to come in, and I got the World Cup to come in. And I said, you know, the sad part is it's going to be in the, would be the third term. None of it came in during the, what would be the normal, you know, the more normal way of doing it, like counting the proper votes, et cetera, and just going on. I wouldn't have been president. But now we end up with 4 years later, and we have the 250-year anniversary, and that will be June 12th, 250 years, and you have Flag Day, so there's something happening on Flag Day. It's my birthday.
Okay, guys, June 12th.
So you have 250 years in this term. You have the Olympics in this term. We have the Olympics going to Los Angeles, and we have the World Cup. And I was very instrumental in all three of them. They said, would you do it? Because another president refused to call. They needed for the Olympics and the World Cup, they needed the support of the president. And that particular president refused to talk to them. He didn't want to talk to them. I don't know why exactly, but he didn't want to talk. So they said, could you talk? And so I talked, and I talked them into it. And we got those two, and we have 250 years. So this is going to be really 4 years of celebration. So get ready.
Boom, guys.
And we're going to always bring God with us.
1221.
To those celebrations. We're not going to forget about God.
Hello, Maggie.
In a letter to wife Abigail, John Adams wrote of his first National Day of Prayer, millions will be upon their knees at once before their great Creator, imploring his forgiveness and blessing and asking for his favor
right on cue
on the American cause. Beautiful. Today, more than 2.5 centuries later, in the heart of a free and proud America, we rejoice that God answered those prayers. And I think God answered other prayers because he's put in an administration to run this country that's going to make you proud again. It's going to make you believe and believe more again. And we're going to have a country that's very strong. We're already in just 100 days. We're respected all over the world. Every leader's calling, want to have a meeting, appointments. They weren't calling so much last few years. They had no respect for our country. Our country was doing very, very poorly, as you know. Millions and millions of people pouring into our borders from jails and mental institutions and gang members. It was a terrible situation. And yesterday, I don't know if Kristi Noem is here or Tom Homan, but yesterday we had the lowest, safest border in history, 99.999. In other words, 3 people got in, 3. And in the previous, it was hundreds of thousands of people were coming in. We had 3 people. And we have it locked down, but we are allowing people in, but they have to come in legally. So it's a big thing. So I think it's a very big thing. It's just so appropriate that here we are. So many things are happening, so many great things, and we won't let countries rip us off anymore. You know, a lot of people like to talk about tariffs. Well, tariffs is exactly what they were doing for us.
So interesting that Rob TK is saying 99.999% adds up to 45, guys. Rob TK, awesome find, guys. Well done. Singing new song, sister. We love you. Parker, great to see you. And again, Miss Penny Black, we love you to the moon and back. Let's continue.
When you want to defend that, they're a beautiful thing for us if you can use them, if you can get away with using them. It's going to make us very rich. And we'll be paying off debt. We'll be lowering your taxes very substantially because so much money will be taken in that we'll be able to lower your taxes even beyond the tax cut that you're going to be getting, hopefully, with the big, beautiful bill. And so it's one of those things which I think it's just a really amazing time. The spirit that we have in this country right now is greater than I've ever seen it before. And it started on November 5th when we won every swing state.
Yeah.
We won the popular vote by millions.
Glorious, guys.
We won every district. Think of this: the districts. It was 2,750 versus 505, and we got
505, huh? That's a beautiful 5 by 5. 505. Let me see, guys. Mark on 1, and there's the 10 and the 5. You know, markers. Beautiful. 5. And what was he saying? 2750.
2750.
Yeah? Thank you. How do you say that? Subtitles. Okay. 27 and 50. Let me see, guys. Trump's statement is brilliant. Deep State loaded the bill. Yes. Shall we play a game? What's up, Durf?
I was
The
just
Great
gonna
Awakening.
say that's why I love watching it on YouTube, because we get the subtitles and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it makes it easier.
And he's going to say 312. YouTube already knows what's coming up. It is bringing us to the United States Secret Service code name for Hussein, Renegade, the traitor, the find. They knew all along. Okay, who currently protects the big, beautiful Bill and Hillary Clinton? Why is this relevant? Learn. So awesome, guys.
Electoral votes. Everyone said maybe he can get 270. We got 312.
270.
It was a great election, and it has just revitalized the country. And I think I can say one other thing that's, to me, really incredible that it can go so quickly. If you remember 6 months ago, prior to the election,
1224.
We were unable to get people to join our military. We had a waiting list that was a mile long of empty spaces, and we couldn't get anybody to join. We didn't know actually what to do. Now,
so the empty spaces, right? This is how they're communicating through their spaces, their timestamps. The awakening is coordinated. Every detail, like these spaces, are accounted for. Every scenario is planned for. Enjoy the show, guys. The spaces.
empty spaces, and we couldn't get anybody to join.
Boom.
We didn't know actually what to do.
Sorry,
and I
Hopper.
wasn't in the administration, but they didn't know what to do.
I want to give a quick shout out. I haven't done this in a while, but we do have a couple names in the chat that I haven't really recognized before to go along with Cali Gal. We have Riggs a lot, who says masterfully curated disclosure operations look like this.
Mm-hmm.
So I do agree with that, but also GCMS7. Very interesting that he says. I'm going to assume that's a he. If that's a she, sorry. But GCMS is saying he would say after the fact, beautiful Hillary, and now we got the big beautiful Bill.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes.
Very interesting.
Absolutely. While we have Clinton over here, the Clinton campaign office, talking about Maggie Haberman, what's their pet? Internal emails published by WikiLeaks makes clear, ... right? The pet. Think Wendy, the awakening is coordinated. Every detail accounted for. Every scenario planned for. So accounted for and planned for. Enjoy the show. So again, guys, we got some legends among us. Again, thank you so much for so GCMS is a she, guys.
Oh,
gotcha.
Sorry.
And again,
I mean, you guys know it's kind of hard to assume
Absolutely.
gender with some of these names, right? Like we know Miss Penny Black.
Oh yeah,
it says it in the name. Ted Phillips, it says it in the name. So we don't mean
Glenn is kind of
Glenn.
obvious, right?
Yeah,
Charlie as well.
Well, then again, there's Charlie's Angels.
Oh.
No, sorry.
And you got Certificate. That's awesome.
That's 100%. So no offense, guys and gals, but
only Dick Tracy was a tough one, right? So which one is it? It's both, guys. It's Dick and Tracy. So
yes,
there's a beautiful family watching. And again, we love you, Dick Tracy. Let's continue with this because Miss Grasshopper got something on the stove, guys. So my time isn't finite, so I gotta see how far we can push this.
It is almost 6:45 p.m. in Amsterdam, guys. So we are cutting into Grasshopper's dinner time.
Yes, and again, there's a little baby, right? So she needs to eat on time. So making sure that the little baby is getting enough food. So yeah. Again, let's go. Let me send her a text and let's see how far we can go, guys.
And it was embarrassing to him, frankly, and it should be. And that included police and firemen. You couldn't get people to join anything having to do with any of the military groups, any of the law enforcement groups, first responder groups. You couldn't get anybody to join. And as of yesterday, we had the largest number of recruits in the history of our country. Think of that. And the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, all of it, Coast Guard, all of them, they're full. And we have a waiting list, and we're actually picking the ones we want, and we're trying to take care of everybody, but you're picking the ones you want, and it's been amazing. And to think just 6 months ago, you were hearing that people weren't signing up, and that includes now our police force. Our police forces were really starving for people. And this includes our police forces. They're all full up, and they're in great shape. It's amazing the turn, and mostly that spirit. You know, they have spirit. It's nothing else. It's they have spirit. They love our country again, and we're making our country great. We're making our country greater than ever before. I created a historic White House faith office in the West Wing. And that's going to be an office that's been very well. I see already you have a lot of people going back and forth, and that's good. That's what we want, to defend and represent people of all faiths and their religious freedoms at home and abroad. But they're coming really, it's probably doubled the action in the White House. It's been amazing to watch.
Doubled the action in the White House, guys.
The White House can handle it. This important office will work to protect vulnerable women and children, strengthen the American
women
family,
and children, guys.
promote the dignity of work and choice and education.
Boom. How
and
do we
people that are
legally?
in trouble can come in and they take care of them. Sometimes they'll send them to a doctor. Sometimes.
And again, guys, thank you to Dick Tracy. We love you guys. And again, thank you so much for gifting away another subscription. We love you, Dick Tracy. And welcome to the Rackcastle Club, Stoobies. How do you pronounce the name?
I would say Stubbsy.
Stubbsy, yeah. So there it is. Welcome to the Rackcastle Club. And Dick Tracy, thank you so much for your epic support.
Did you hear him say we take care of them?
Yeah, right? Interesting, right? We're going to take care of them exactly at Set Rich. A common cue the day after. How do we legally, guys? This platform is more than simply pushing the truth. As the world turns, learn our comms. The awakening is coordinated, guys. Beautiful.
Oh, gotta say,
we
got it.
Yeah,
we got a couple of special people that just came in. We got a special Canadian and a special Dutch in the chat.
Oh, really?
We've got Stratman Pick and Angel Magic that just joined
Angel
us.
Magic is with us. Awesome, guys. We love you, Angel. Give it up for Angel Magic and Stratman Peace, guys. Dropper 17.
And happy birthday to Mary Carmel from yesterday was her birthday.
Mary Carmel, happy birthday,
happy
sister.
birthday, Mary.
Wow.
Oh, happy birthday, Mary Carmel. That's so true. I missed that, May 3rd.
Oh, you know what? We might have to go live on Tuesday, I guess, you know, to do a little happy birthday show. Because we want to play a few of those beautiful songs that Mary Carmel loves. She is one of our favorite artists out there. She got a beautiful voice. And yeah, so I don't want to, I don't want to have this this birthday, you know, slip away, guys. So we're going to pay some extra attention to Mary Carmel and all your previous birthdays. So if you had a birthday in the last couple of months, join us on Tuesday. So we're going to do a few decodes, but then we're going to cut Twitter and Rumble, YouTube off, and then we're going to have a little party, guys. But again, let's continue with Donald J. Trump.
Wanted them to have that office. Never happened before. I don't think that's ever happened before, right? People of faith have never been allowed in the White House. We'll probably be sued tomorrow because they're going to say church, separation of church and state. Can't do that, right? But we'll win. Pam will win that suit. She wins him. She ultimately wins them. She gets them. Sometimes they get a judge that's not so good, but she ultimately wins. That's what it's all about, right, Pam? I pardoned Americans of faith thrown in jail for praying in peaceful protest. We reinstated service members thrown out of the military over religious objections to Biden's vaccine mandate. We did a vaccine, but we didn't do a mandate. He did a mandate. threw them out if
Absolutely,
they didn't
Trump.
take it. Can't do that. I signed an executive order to combat anti-Semitism and set up a DOJ task force to eradicate the anti-Christian bias. We've taken away a lot of, you know what? Just sit down, please. I didn't even know you were standing. What an honor that you stood so long. Wow. That's a great honor. Thank you. Because I know if Biden were up here, you would have been seated. You might have never stood up. No, that's a great honor. I didn't realize it. I signed an executive order to combat anti-Semitism. It's a big thing. A big thing. And I set up a DOJ task force, which is really a big thing, and Dan, you're going to be involved in it, to eradicate anti-Christian bias. You haven't heard that, but there's anti-Christian bias also. And in just a few moments, I'll also be signing an executive order creating a presidential commission on religious liberty, which is really why we're here, more than any other reason. Many of the new commissioners are here with us, including people that have been with me from the beginning. The chairman is Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, whose idea this was. And stand up, Dan. What a great guy.
Fantastic crowd, guys.
Political person.
So that's epic, right? At 12:28, where Trump is saying fantastic crowd, he's shouting out all these fantastic people in the crowd, right? Interesting, guys. Great people, fantastic crowd. And real Donald J. Trump verified account. Interesting.
He's an amazing politician, lieutenant governor, and he's a man of great religion. Thank you very much, Dan. As well as Dr. Ben Carson. Ben, I don't have to say much about Ben. I don't have to say much. He's been
treasure
with me
trove.
from the beginning. You know, he was campaigning against me originally. Can I tell that story, Ben? You mind? Are you sure you don't mind? Because he was campaigning, and he was very effective, and he was going up in the polls.
Okay, guys, I'll be back in a second. 1 second, guys.
He
Stay
looked
with
at
me.
me about 3 or 4 debates in, and he said, you know, you're going to win by a lot, don't you? This was during 2016. And I said, what do you mean, Ben? What do you mean? You're campaigning. Don't say that, Ben. You're campaigning. You have a shot. He was a little bit behind, but it's pretty far enough. But he said, you know you're going to win. These people can't beat you. Nobody's going to be able to beat you. I said, why? He said, because God is with you. I said, that's nice. Then he said it once again in the church. Remember that, Ben? He pulled me over. He said, remember what I told you. God is with you. And we went on to win 3 times. We won. We won the first time. We did great the second time. We won the second time. Everybody knows it. But we made it too big to rig the third time. Too big to rig. They tried. They tried. So I want to thank Ben, who has
They
been
tried.
right from the beginning. You're an
We caught
amazing
'em.
person, and you gave us a great recommendation in this
And
young
we have it all.
gentleman who's doing a fantastic job at HUD. Thank you very much. Really good. Also, we have Dr. Phil McGraw. Where's Dr. Phil? Oh, you are so big. Come here, Phil. Come here. This guy. He came up, he wanted to do an interview, and I knew him as a very, I mean, everybody sort of knows him, right? But he said, you know, they don't really understand the real Trump. I want to do it. And he did the nicest interview, talked about things that nobody ever asked me. And
Okay, guys, did I miss
a lot of
anything?
people watched it. I was a little surprised. He's got his own network.
Probably.
and he's-
Dr. Phil.
He's become seriously rich. He said, I'll put it on merit. I said, what the hell is merit?
Do we need to go back?
I mean, I would.
29, there we go. Okay,
And I
right.
said, what do you mean, Ben? What do you mean? You're campaigning. Don't say that, Ben. You're
We
campaigning.
love you, Lance.
You have a shot. He was a little bit behind, but it's pretty far
Yeah,
enough.
he's about to mention
he said,
3 or 4 debates, I
You're going
believe.
to win. These people can't beat you. Nobody's going to be able to beat you. I said, why? He said, because God is with you. I said, that's nice. Then he said it once again in the church. Remember that, Ben? He pulled me over. He said, remember what I told you. God is with you. And we went on to win 3 times. We won.
Boom.
We won the first time. We did great the second time. We won the second time. Everybody knows it. But we made it too big to rig.
So there's 3-1-2-2, right? The second time. So there's 3-1 the first, the second time. So okay, 3-1-2-2. Let's see. Okay. McCabe. Okay.
We won the first time. We did great. He said, remember what I told you, God is with you. And we went on to win 3 times. We won the first time. We did great the second time. We won the second time. Everybody knows it. But we made it too big to rig the third time.
Hey, Grass,
Too big
look
to
what time
they
it is.
tried. They tried.
He said the first time, the second time, the third time. It's 1, 2, 3.
Aha! Yes, absolutely. And the second time he mentions twice, right? So that's interesting. We did it the first time. We did it the second time. The second time we won, or we did even better, or something like that, right? So, but again, he was saying,
sorry,
2-2-2-1-3. Okay. Do you believe in coincidences? Nothing to see here. Firing of those guys, yes. Nation on alert.
Declassifies
3 senators. Dude, 3 senators, 2 former senior officials. Interesting. I think he's also saying 3-1-2-3. If you...
Too big. He knows it.
He does say third time after.
3 times we won.
So 3 times we won. 3 times we won. The second time, the first time, and the third time, right? FISA-gate, guys. Okay, check this out. This is good. So,
once again in the church, remember that, Ben? He pulled me over. He said, remember what I told you, God is with you. And we went on to win 3 times. We won.
3 times.
We won the first time. We did great the second time. We won the second time. Everybody knows it. But we made it too big to rig.
3-1-2-3.
Too big to. They tried. So I want to thank Ben, who has been with me right from the beginning. You're an amazing person, and you gave us a great recommendation. And this young gentleman who's doing a fantastic job at HUD. Thank you very much. Really good.
Well done, Lance.
Also, we have Dr. Phil McGraw. Where's Dr. Phil? Oh, you are so big. Come here, Phil. Come here.
How are we doing with the comms queue? We came here for a reason.
He came up. He wanted to do an interview.
He came up, guys. How are we doing with the comms queue? We came here for a reason. He came up, guys.
Right as he said that. That was perfect timing, Grass.
Beautiful, guys. 12:30, he came up. We came here for a reason. How are we doing with the comms queue? Interesting.
I knew him as everybody sort of knows him, right? But he said, they don't really understand the real Trump. I want to do it. And he did the nicest interview, talked about things that nobody ever asked me. And a lot of people watched it. I was a little surprised. He's got his own network, and he's become seriously rich. He said, I'll put it on Merit. I said, what the hell is Merit? He said, that's my network. I said, well, I did it as a favor for him, but it turned out to be a favor for me because so many people, millions and millions of people watched it. Would you like to say a few words, or are you shy?
No, I'll speak.
Amigos, the more you know. Brainstorm, great to see you.
I can't tell you, first off, how proud I am to see religion coming back to the White House. God bless you. God bless you for doing this. And let me tell you, it's not a popular thing to do in America right now. And Speaker Johnson is here, and he's a man of religion. But I've sat with President Trump with no cameras around, nobody listening, nobody watching. And I'm telling you, this is a man of deep faith, a man of deep conviction. And this is a man that wants this country to have a heart and have religion. And God bless America for giving us President Donald Trump. And when nobody's listening and nobody's looking, this man cares about every single person in America, independent of race, color, creed, whatever. And it comes from the heart with him. And I am proud to call him my president. And God bless you, Mr. President.
Awesome,
God
guys.
God bless you. And don't be so surprised when millions of people watch my interview.
I'm very impressed.
When you, it's tens of millions. With me, it's millions. You're 10x whenever I talk to you.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you very much. Be careful.
And thank you for letting me be on this commission.
We love it. Be careful, Phil. I asked him, please be careful, Phil. We don't want you falling. Because when you fall,
And again, guys, this is exactly what I was talking about. You know, he was talking about we got the black votes, right? You know, and this is that drop that came to mind. I didn't know it was 1233 when he talked about we got the majority of the black vote now, right? And interesting that on the Delta, right? Or not, this is not the Delta. This was the 1st of May, but just a few days shy of that. Right? There's Q saying this is what the next 6 years is about. This question. They will lose the black vote once Haiti is revealed. Right? Think about Diddy, think about Epstein, think about all that stuff, right? Again, it's being revealed. There it is, guys. The next 6 years, that is 2024, guys. So they already told you back in 2018 that it is all about 2024. This is what the next 6 years is about. The reveal, the showing you, not just telling you through Q, not just telling you from the Oval Office. No, but actually showing you, right? They will lose the black vote. And he will win the black vote, making this possible. Understand? 1233. He was talking about the black vote. I was reciting this one, not knowing that it was going to come up within the timestamp, guys. The next 6 years showing you the Q is years ahead, that they were planning on letting them steal the election. This is the only way that you could see it happen, right? 4461. Only when evil is forced into the light can we defeat it. Only when they can no longer operate in the shadows can people see the truth for themselves. And only when people see the truth for themselves will people understand the true nature of their deception. Seeing is believing. Sometimes you can't tell the public the truth, you must show them. And only then will people find the will to change. It had to be this way. This is not another 4-year election. God wins, right? Not Biden, not the Republicans. God wins. Light and truth wins. You know, how beautiful, guys. This is what the next 6 years is all about. This question, losing the black vote and making the red wave possible. Trust the plan, guys. It's working like a charm. Trump, we love you.
It's been proven. That's been proven. But he doesn't fall. He doesn't know how to fall. I also want to look at Bishop Robert Barron.
Do you guys hear the clipping?
Great. Bishop, thank you very much.
Parco, we love you.
Very much.
I did that time, yeah.
There's some... You hear it, huh,
Great
Lance?
job. Pastor Paula White.
Yeah, I heard it too.
Stand up.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
There's some technical glitching in this video.
Rabbi Mayor Solovey-Check. Rabbi, how are you, Rabbi? Thank you very much, Rabbi. Good job. Kelly Shackelford. Good. Nice seeing you, Kelly. Ryan Anderson. Thank you, Ryan. These are great people. Carrie Bowler.
America will be unified again.
Hi, Carrie.
At 11/11/18.
Attorney General Pam Bondi. Star. This is a star.
Pam Bondi. We are an existential threat to the establishment. Hashtag
Secretary
trusting
Scott
the plan.
Turner. Scott, thank you. As well as a man, he has really an excuse. It's Cardinal Dolan, and Cardinal Dolan is in Rome. I just left Rome. It's beautiful service. but he's in Rome having to vote for the next pope. I got extremely upset. I said, you can't do that. This is much more important. He was actually torn, if you want to know the truth, which is pretty good. But he's on the council too, and he's a great guy, and I've known him for a long time. I'd like to ask, if I might, to have Dan Patrick, one of the most highly respected men in politics. We worked on something having to do with your governor. We worked on something having to do with school choice, and we knocked it over the fences first to really, and that's the ultimate school choice in Texas. And he's been fighting for it for years, and we got it over the line pretty easily, as it turned out. So please come up and speak. Thank you.
Jenna Franklin doing the breakdance. We love you, sister.
Mr. President, for making this happen. Thank you. Mr. President, thank you for establishing what I think will be one of the most important presidential commissions in history. It will be one of your great legacies, of which you will have many. We have in this country, we have a magnificent inheritance of religious liberty. And every believer today, no matter your faith, has a claim to that inheritance. We were a nation birthed by prayer, founded on the Judeo-Christian ethic, to ensure that people could worship as they wished without interference from government, but that is no longer the case. The last administration attacked people of faith for 4 years. There's a saying that no one should get between a doctor and a patient. I think we would say no one should get between God and a believer. No one should get between God and those seeking Him. There are so many people in this country, they may even have a family, they may have a job with a lot of employees, but they're alone, and the only person they can turn to is someone who's not listening, but they can turn to God because He is their refuge and He is their wellspring of hope. And no one, no government, no school district, at any level of government or in the private sector should say to someone, you can't pray here or where. That is our right. That is our right. And Mr. President, you have given us an incredible committee. I'm a little overwhelmed. I feel like a pair of brown shoes in a room full of tuxedos, if you want to know. These are high caliber, the foremost faith leaders, scholars, thinkers that you've put together. So on this day, Mr. President, on this day, you are restoring the hopes and the prayers of millions upon millions of believers of all faiths. There's never been a president who has invoked the name of Jesus more than you. There's never been a president who says, yes, I love Jesus, but I love people of all faiths, as Dr. Phil said. You have a heart for every American, and you're showing that today. I'm proud to represent you as chair, proud to have Ben Carson as our vice chair, and every member of this committee. We will serve you, we will serve the people, and most importantly, we will serve God. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, Dan. Beautiful. You're going to do an incredible job. He came to me with this idea, called Paula, called Jenny, called all of us, and it just came together, and we'll be adding some incredible names, some of the people that are here right now.
The interference is driving me nuts, guys.
I'm sitting right over there.
It's almost like I'm getting
pastors,
electrocuted.
Ministers and rabbis. We'll be adding quite a few. It's very important. And
yeah,
they'll be largely, when they can, we're going to be using the White House. We have plenty of room, so we'll be using the White House to have some of your meetings. And it's a real honor.
It's getting worse, huh?
Dan. Been so respected for so long. As we defend religious freedom in America, we're also standing up against religious persecution around the world. With us today are the parents of Eden Alexander, the last living American held hostage by Hamas. Thank you.
Well, the previous timestamp was talking about the Muslim Brotherhood, right?
And we don't know how he's doing, really, do we? We don't know. We think we know, and hopefully positive. 2 months ago, we were pretty sure, and looked like he was getting out, but they've toughened up a little bit, and it's a terrible thing. I know what you're going through. A New Jersey boy, Eden, moved to Israel in 2022 and was taken hostage on the vicious October 7th attack on Jewish people. And now, I will tell you, that's an attack that would have never happened because the money was given by Iran to Hamas. Iran had no money when I was president. They were out of money. They were bust. They had no money. They weren't giving it to Hamas. They weren't giving it to Hezbollah. They weren't giving it to anybody because they didn't have any money. They were just about bust. And in fact, I put sanctions on last night. Any oil that anybody takes from Iran is not allowed to do business in the United States of America. Which is what I did the last time. That drove them into a very bad state, and they were ready to make a deal, except for the election. Didn't turn out the way it should have. It was a rigged election, and we might as well say it. But it was totally rigged. It was disgraceful. I think it's going to go down as one of the biggest. We wouldn't have, think of it, your son would be home. You wouldn't have had October 7th. You wouldn't have had the Ukraine-Russian horror show that's going on that we're trying to stop, where 5,000 young Russians, mostly Russians, and Ukrainian soldiers are being killed every single week, 5,000 a week. So think of those parents, you know, from Russia, they're from Ukraine for the most part, and other people, but for the most part. And that would have never happened. It was never going to happen. No chance of it happening. Putin and I talked all the time. He knew it wasn't going to happen. I told him it wasn't going to happen. And through gross incompetence, it did take place, and it's a horrible thing. And you wouldn't have had inflation. Think of it. You wouldn't have had inflation. You wouldn't have had the horror show at Afghanistan.
There
which
it is.
I think is
Iran
what
is
gave
next.
Putin the resolve to go in and do what he did, because he looked at how badly we got out. We lost 13 soldiers. 42 were horribly injured. Nobody ever talks about them. The legs, the arms, the face, horribly injured. That would have never happened. Not even possible to have happened. And we would have been out before he was out. I was the one that got it down to the 5,000, but we were going to keep Bagram, the big Air Force base, which is 1 hour away from where China makes its nuclear. That's what they do. They make their nuclear missiles, and 1 hour away from Bagram. And I said, you can't give up Bagram. They gave up Bagram, and right now China occupies Bagram. So sad, so crazy. One of the biggest air bases in the world, among the strongest and longest runways anywhere in the world. 1 hour away from where China makes its nuclear missiles. It would have been great to have. Well, we were keeping it, but they ran out of there like nobody can believe. And I think Putin saw that, and he said, wow, this is a great time I can go get, because it was the apple of his eye. I could always see that. I talked to him for hours. It was the apple of his eye, but I said, Vladimir, don't even think about it. And he wouldn't have thought about it. But when he saw that, I think that's the reason, actually, he gained some additional courage and he went in. Adi and Yael cannot imagine.
Miss Penny Black is dropping 10 subscriptions, guys. Come on, dude. What is up, Miss Penny? Look at this. 10. Sister, we love you. Let me see, guys, who got it. GCMS 7, welcome to the Ratcaster Club. Brainstorm 45, welcome to the Ratcaster Club. Sunny Side Up, welcome to the Ratcaster Club. Awesome name. James Davis, beautiful. Welcome to the Ratcaster Club. And let me see, guys. Okay, guys. So it's being distributed. This is what we got so far. And again, Miss Penny Black, thank you. You are amazing, guys. Again, the technical interference is driving me nuts, guys. Hey, Mr. Grass, good afternoon. Great to see you. And again, guys. Oh, so they're coming back in, guys. So Kay Campbell, welcome to the Ratcaster Club. Mr. Grass, welcome to the Ratcaster Club. Rick Ring Salat, welcome to the Ratcaster Club. And again, all thanks to beautiful, gifted, talented Miss Penny Black. Give it up for Miss Penny, guys. And again, be on the lookout if some more are rolling in. And again, Miss Penny, we love you to the moon and back. Let's continue with Trump. I got a few minutes left, guys.
Can't, the Adi and Yale. But we're all alongside of you. We stand by you, and we're going to do everything possible in a very short period of time. You know, as you know, things are heating up there. I've gotten a lot of hostages out.
Things are heating up.
A lot of them are out.
The world is awakening.
But they want to do it as slowly as possible because they use them as pawns. It's a horrible thing, but we're working very, very hard to save your son.
Clowns
we have
are
news
losing
coming out,
control.
both good and bad, but working very hard. And I have many parents
David Nancy,
seeing me.
welcome to the Rackhauser Club.
Hostages, 10 hostages that got out. They came about 3 weeks ago to the Oval Office right here. And they said to me, it was just terrible. And I said, interestingly, because, you see, there's always some heart in somebody, you think. I said, so you've seen like hundreds of Hamas, right? Yes, yes. They lived in a pipe. They didn't really live in a tunnel. They lived in a pipe that was this big. They could barely breathe. It's amazing. One was in for 305 days. One was in for over 500 days.
We love you.
But I got him out. And through very tough, the whole thing was very tough. I said, did you ever see any love or kindness? Like, did any of these people that were guarding you, the Hamas people, did they ever look at you and say, don't worry, you'll be all right? Or did they ever look at you and say, I'm going to sneak you a little extra bread or a little extra something for eating? Did they ever give you any hope? He says, no, not one. I said, you mean... So not one person.
And again, guys, didn't they give you any hope at 12:44? This is talking about Armenia, right? Thousands of people are on the streets, cheering and hugging each other, jumping up and down, honking their horns. Things happen so quickly. Amazing cue. Ha! Assets are on ground. Beautiful, guys. Assets. Beautiful. The hope is right over here. Look at this, guys. Amazing cue. Beautiful, guys. And Dick Tracy, by the way, thank you so much for your epic support. Let me see if somebody got it. Again, Dick Tracy, thank you so much for inviting everybody into the Red Castle Club. You guys are absolutely brilliant. And Miss Penny Black Sister, we love you to the moon and back. Please pay attention to who's coming in, that we have to... greet coming into the Red Castle Club, guys. And again, Miss Penny Black and Dick Tracy, we love you. Let's continue with Donald J. Trump.
You're 1.5 years in there. One was there longer than that. One was there a little shorter than that, different times. I said, not one. No, they used to give us a smack on the face. They would never do that. They not one. So there wasn't one person out of hundreds that said, I'm going to sneak you a little bread. I'm going to make sure you get home safely. Not one. And that amazed me, because in some really bad situations, you'd have some people like that. You'd have some people like that, but not one. And they were telling the truth. I mean, they were telling the absolute truth. And when I talked to them about the way
this is talking about divine hostage, guys. He's talking about the hostages, right?
Whoa.
Come on, guys. 12:45. He's talking about hostages. He's looking in the camera, guys. Assets are on ground. Wow. Divine hostage. He also talks about nuclear, right? Right near where China is making their nuclear rockets, right? Trusting the plan. The world is connected, guys. Maxine Waters, vocal against POTUS. You never buy the hand that feeds you. Getting rich from all that, how do you call that? U.S. aid money, right? Those who are the loudest, guys. The Great Awakening, Iron Eagle. Any rogue nuclear states. Wow. Interesting, guys.
Suffered. It was incredible. In fact, I'd say 4 or 5 looked very, very solid and normal. And 4 or 5 looked like they'd been through hell, but they were all through the same hell.
Wait a minute.
I looked at them, I said,
dude, guys, we got to pay attention to the chat. So much is happening. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, we got another 20 spot from Mr. Grass 41 saying a little appreciation. Well, thank you, Mr. Grass.
Dude.
We appreciate you and everybody in the chat.
Yes, Mr. Grass. We love Grass, guys. Little appreciation. We love you. We love you. Thank you so much for your epic support, guys. I'm smiling ear to ear. What a great day. Little Grass is on the way, and Mr. Grasshopper is waiting on me. Let me see how far I can push this, guys. And again, because Angel Magic is with us in the chat. Angel, were you with us from the beginning? If not, I want to recap one of the crumbs that I really want to show you. But again, guys, let's continue with this epic prayer day.
I can't imagine what you've gone through, but we're going to do what we have to do.
Divine
But I asked him a
hostage,
question.
guys. Wow.
One was wearing 59, and I said, what does 59 represent? That's how many are left.
Ooh, let me see, guys. What does 59 represent? What does 59 represent? Let's have a look. Saudi Arabia, welcoming POTUS. Ooh, baby. This is the sword dance, guys.
Coming soon.
How did Saudi Arabia welcome POTUS during his trip? Why wasn't this covered by the fake news media? Because how was Obama welcomed and Hillary Clinton? Way different, right? The sword dance. What does 59 represent? Combine all post and analyze. Woo! The question provides answers. Remember, information is everything. The flow of information is no longer controlled by the MSN, but by you and others. That's why we are dedicating critical time to distribute crumbs, which can be followed in greater detail to paint the entire picture once more information is released. Why has POTUS dedicated so much time into labeling the MSN as fake news? Why is that relevant? Interesting, guys. Showing you what does 59 represent, guys. And that's a beautiful shout out to the Anons doing the decodes. Trump, we love you on this beautiful day, guys. Alice in Wonderland.
Very many times.
59. What does that represent? Huh.
Hey,
That's
Grass,
how many are left.
He said 45 too, twice.
Okay.
Right before this, I believe.
Okay, 45. Let's see, what is it? Humanity is good. Do not let your guard down and allow the darkness to infiltrate and destroy. So this is where Angel Magic comes in.
We now face our greatest battle at present. A battle to save our republic, our way of life, and what we decide. Each of us now will decide our future.
Beautiful.
Man.
Yes.
Will we be a free nation under God? And what speech is he doing? Or will we cede our freedom, rights, and liberty to the enemy?
Absolutely. Yo, Watcher, great to see you, my friend. And yes, indeed, man.
And he was talking about China, right? Keep going down. It talks about China. That's a big one.
Their thirst to remove our ability to defend. Your thirst. Okay, wait a minute. If America falls, so does the world. Only when we stand together, guys. Only when we are united, we can defeat this highly entrenched, dark enemy, guys. And Watcher.
Hey, Watcher.
Oh, dude, you're dropping one. I thought you were getting into the Red Castle Club. I thought, Watcher, welcome to the Red Castle Club. You gave one away. Okay, Watcher, we love you, man. Awesome to see you.
Yeah, he actually was gifted one by Dick Tracy.
Yeah, and see how beautiful this is, right? So one is getting one and immediately giving one back, guys. And again, what a wonderful movement it is, guys. And then indeed, this is so important. Only when we stand together, only when we are united, we can defeat this highly entrenched, dark enemy, right? Indeed, guys. Do not let them divide you, guys. Under what everything, guys. You have to stay together. We have to come together, and we are living in biblical times, guys. The children of light versus the children of darkness. United against the invisible enemy of all humanity. Okay, guys. Beautiful. Lance, 45. You know, read this drop. What a beautiful, beautiful thing. And again, this is June 30th, right? We're getting into what he was talking about. June 15th. It's going to be the 250-year anniversary, right? Interesting, guys.
Yes, and by the way, confirming that Flag Day will be Saturday, the 14th of June, which
Okay.
is also Trump's birthday.
Awesome, guys. So be there with us. We're going to be live. As you all know, we're going to come together and celebrate, guys. We have been in this movement from the beginning, right? You know, seeing the first Q drops come, going live, doing Twitter and all these other things, you know, having to go through the 2020 scary events, right? Where they are throwing COVID out there, stealing the election, and everything seemed lost. But if you've been reading the Q drops, drop 4461, you had hope in your heart, right? There has to be a method to the madness. And, you know, after all of these things, they stopped rigging in 2024 and Trump is now back. And now looking back, we understand why we have to go through this. And again, Jojo Beans is gifting away 5 subscriptions. Sister, we love you. Again, guys, I think everybody in this chat is now a Red Castle member, guys.
We did.
That is funny, man.
We did also get Sassy, who got the last gift from Miss Penny Black.
Okay, guys. Sassy, welcome to the Rat Castle Club. And again, guys, invite some more people into this live stream on Rumble. We have, I think, something like 1,800 watching on Twitter. But on Rumble, you got to invite them so they can, you know, get a few of these Red Castles that Pacers are giving out there. And again, Jojo Bean, thank you so much. Watcher, thank you so much. Mr. Grass, thank you so much. And Miss Penny Black, wow. Thank you so much for your epic support. And again, guys, let's continue with this epic Trump speech. 59, what does it represent? Dude, combine our post and analyze. The question provides answers. Information is everything and controlled by us now. This is why they're dedicating critical time to distribute crumbs, which can be followed in greater detail, to paint the entire picture once more information is released. 59, what does it represent? The Q team talking with the public. You know? Coincidence after coincidences, real sources communicating with the people, unrestricted and together, right? Use this. You know, to protect and comfort those around you, you are being provided the highest level of intel to ever be dropped publicly in the history of the world, guys. And Q Team, we love you. Trump, we love you. And again, guys, let's continue. I've got a few minutes left before I got to run.
I said, all right, well, get them out. I said, are they all living? No, 24 are living. I said, 24? He said, yeah, 24.
24? What? What is drop 24?
That was 3 times. So
24, 24, 24. Huh? So that is 60,
72?
72. Yeah, 72. Huh. Wait. Go back to the post about the families that run everything and Trump taking one out. One of them was the Saudi family. Seriously. Because this is what makes this a happening, right? Very smart, Anon. Distractions are necessary. Disinformation is real. Saudi Arabia is primary. U.S. is secondary. Then comes the rest of the world. Alice in Wonderland, human trafficking, guys. So interesting, guys. So we have the 59. What does it represent? The team talking to the annals through the timestamps, the deltas, the spaces, right? The gap goes, Watcher, right? Thank you so much for letting me know that. And again, guys, this is it, guys. Very smart anon. Huh. Interesting.
Only 24. So 24 out of the 59 are living, and they knew because they had just gotten out. And what are the others? The others are all dead. But I spoke to the parents of the others, and as much as you want your beautiful boy out, they want their beautiful boy, in for the most part, as you know, boys, young boys, for the most part. But they want him out so badly. I said, is he okay? No, he's dead. but they want him out so badly, almost as much as if he were alive. It was an amazingly sad thing to see, the level of love for the children. And they didn't even view them as dead. They needed the body of their son, and they knew they were dead. But think of that, out of 59, you had 24 that were living, and now I understand it's not even that number. And young people don't die. They're very resilient. You know, you don't have young people dying. Young people are killed. Old people die. They can't take it. They couldn't breathe in some cases. They had them in a pipe, closed at both ends. If you're claustrophobic, it's a big problem. And many people are claustrophobic. But young people live, old people die, but these were young people that were dying. So you know what took place. As we bow our heads this beautiful day in the Rose Garden on the National Day of Prayer, we once again trust our lives to our liberties and our happiness to the hands of the Creator who gave them to us and who loves us. Who loves us? Think of it, where you are now, and so beautiful. But it's so nice because here you are in this unbelievable setting. I think no setting like it in the world. When you add up the importance, I take people into the Oval Office, and the biggest people, foreign leaders, princes, kings, queens, and presidents, and prime ministers, and a couple of dictators, I guess. They don't say that. They say, no, I'm a prime minister or I'm a president. And I say, no, you're a dictator. But that's okay. But I bring them into the Oval Office, and they just want to look. They can't believe it. It's most important. And they all have beautiful offices. They are, in some cases, the wealthiest people in the world, in some cases, the most powerful people in the world. But they go into the Oval Office, and here you are right outside the Oval Office. And in one way, you're so lucky, but in another way, you're all fighting for people that you know are not so fortunate right now because of people like your beautiful son, people that are being really tortured because the level of anger and meanness thrown off by the human being, you know, they say the lions and the tigers aren't nearly as vicious as the human because they only kill for food. They kill for food. They don't kill. They kill for food. The human being kills for sport. They try and destroy people, killing or otherwise, for sport. And we've got some bad ones out there, really bad ones. We have some bad ones here. We have some bad ones in this government. But we picked good ones, but we had some bad ones in the last 4 years of things that
Welcome to the
and things
Rockcaster
they
Club,
didn't
and
do.
thank you so much.
Your son
Washer
shouldn't have been there for
222.
long. That would have been so much easier to solve immediately instead of years later. And it should have never happened. October 7th, remember, would have never happened. So as we bow our heads in this beautiful day, once again, we have to trust our God because our God knows exactly where we're going, what we're doing, knows every inch of our life. And may He continue to hear our prayers to guide our steps and build up our beloved nation to even greater heights. We're in the process of doing some great things. I get criticized no matter what, but I just go forward because everyone knows we're right. All we're doing is what they've done to us for 40 years, but we're doing it bigger and better. That's the only thing we're doing. And now I'd like to ask our faith leaders, including some of the ones that will be our faith leaders on the council, to come up. If you will, the ministers, rabbis, please come up. Imams, who I got to know in Michigan. I love them. They were great, by the way. They said, we don't want to die. I said, you want to die? They said, we don't want to die. They said, what about the 38 virgins? They say, that's nonsense. We don't know anything about it. And we won the state of Michigan, Speaker, by and we had tremendous support. But we have some people in the audience, and Ralph, come on up. Get up here, Ralph. If you see anybody, just get them up here, because these are people that have been just unbelievable supporters of what we're doing and doing it right. And I'd like to start by asking Paula White to lead us in prayer to start off, and each person is going to say a few words and a prayer. Thank you.
What is?
Thank you, President Trump. You are truly the greatest champion of faith we've ever had. Can someone say amen? Just a few words. What a sacred and historic
Leslie
moment.
P,
to stand in the Rose
1963.
Garden.
We love you, sister. Thank you so much for your epic support. Thank you, Grasshopper, Durf, and Lance, and Chet family. You always keep hopes up and the vibes high. I love each and every one of you. Leslie P, 1963. We love you, sister. To the moon and back. Let's listen to this wonderful prayer by this wonderful woman. Miss Grasshopper is coming into the kitchen, but I got to let her know these prayers have to be finished and then we can close off. So give me another 10 to 15 minutes.
In the people's house. And President Trump has graciously welcomed us in, surrounded by leaders of faith and government from every background and every tradition, to honor what anchors us all, and that is prayer. We are here because we understand the power of prayer. Today is not about symbolism. It is about substance. And we gather because we believe in this power of prayer to bring peace in the storm, clarity in chaos and confusion.
Dude, he just said 38, right? This is why I pulled up drop 38 over here. No, right over here. I pulled up drop 38 because this is what Trump just said. And he's talked about the calm before the storm. Now he's saying the storm, clarity into the storm, right? The calm before the storm. Interesting.
It is about substance. And we gather because we believe in this power of prayer to bring peace in the storm,
Boom,
clarity
calm
in
before the
chaos and
storm.
confusion, unity in division, and strength in weakness. Prayer is
Time
not
to
a
learn the
religious
truth,
act.
guys.
It's a national necessity.
Amen.
And as senior advisor to President Trump of the newly created and historic White
Unity,
House Faith
guys.
Office, I do carry a great responsibility to ensure that the voice of faith is not only heard, but also honored at the highest levels of government. And under President Donald Trump's leadership, faith has not been pushed aside. It has been brought back to where it always belongs,
Absolutely.
and that is center. We'd be here forever, but I can tell you a few things. In just the last 100 days, over 1,000 faith leaders have come into
Watch
the
her.
White House.
Well done.
Think about that.
She's-
We've had an iftar dinner, a Passover,
She's
an
yellow.
Easter, many briefings, listening sections, working sessions, and they're not here for ceremony, but they're here for collaboration, creating and crafting policy, and sharing their hearts. The President House of Faith Office, as he said, in the West Wing. That is historical, never been done. With centers of faith launched across every federal department and agency to work on 8 initiatives, many of which have already been highlighted. But our number one is to always defend religious liberty, combating anti-Semitic, anti-Christian, and any additional forms of religious bias.
Amen.
Promoting foster care and adoption in partnership with faith-based entities. Then we have brain health and fostering minds and flourishing minds. The President has provided us with an incredible staff, and I've got to brag on them for 1 second. Jenny Korn, our faith director, please stand. Jackson Lane, our faith engagement, please stand. Martin Marks, our Jewish engagement, please stand. Cassie Doolin, our
Susie
policy
Q, we
advisor,
love you.
please stand. Dave Donaldson, our grants coordinator, please stand. And that is just here in the White House under the executive office of the President. He says faith matters, and he knows the heart of the American people. Executive orders were signed to end the weaponization of government against people of faith, including parents, traditional Catholics that were spied on by the FBI, pro-life advocates.
Can you believe it?
Protections were restored for service members and healthcare workers that stood firm for their beliefs. And my iPad broke, so I'm making sure that I stick to everything and go over the notes. Sorry for the licking of the fingers. And America is once again seen as a moral and a spiritual leader on the global stage. This, I can say unequivocally, and I'm going to pray, is the fruit of a president who welcomes God into the very center of decision making. Now, let's pray. Father God, we come before you in the name of Jesus with open hearts and a surrendered spirit, humbled by your mercy and grateful for this moment. Thank you for the nation. Thank you for your hand upon America. And thank you for every faith leader and their voice that is gathered here today. We lift up President Donald Trump, our president, and my friend. Cover him, keep him, surround him with divine supernatural protection. Let every assignment of the enemy roll off of him, and every purpose of heaven be fulfilled in him. Grant him wisdom beyond human understanding and capability, and give him divine dreams, visions. Show him. We call for a spiritual reset in our nation, a return to what is right, a reverence for what is sacred, a realignment with your divine purpose. Let your favor rest upon every righteous leader. Let justice flow through our government. Let healing go to every broken place. And we pray this boldly. We pray this strong. We pray this by faith. And I pray this in the name which is above every name, the name of Jesus. And everybody said, amen.
Amen, guys. Wow, goosebumps.
Thank you, Paul. Great job. Could I ask Dan to come on up and John come up?
Bearman, welcome to the Rackcaster Club. And thank you, Jojo Beans.
Come on, Phil. Who knew Phil was a man of great religion? Who knew this? I watched him so long, I can't believe it. I would love to have you come up representing.
I got you, D-Floss. We love you, sister.
Right there. Representing you, so highly respected. Please come up. Mary, come on up. And I'd like to have this whole first row come up, if you would. We have plenty of room, even if we go back. Mike, come on up. Marco. Scott.
So, okay, guys, please let me know. Is this the only prayer being said? Because if that is, this is giving us a perfect segue to end the show and continue with this on Tuesday, guys. Because Miss Grasshopper is almost done cooking, and a little grasshopper has to eat. So, if this is the only prayer, what a beautiful prayer it was, right? I had goosebumps, guys, almost choking up. It was so beautiful, right? The women, guys, the women have so much power, man. You know? It's beautiful. Again, guys, please let me know if this is the only one out there.
Pam. Oh, look at Howard. Okay, that's great. That's great. Marco's doing such a good job. Get up here, please. Because somebody's keeping him. Somebody's helping him. Come on up. I want to thank you. Marjorie, come on up here, Marjorie.
Hey, Grass, that is a perfect spot to end.
Yeah, right?
Pastor, come on up.
Okay, there, Lance, thank you. We're going to continue from 12:57 onwards, guys, on Tuesday. We're running a renovation, so that means that I don't know exactly when I can go live. I also always presume that they go out around 5 o'clock, but because the birth is getting closer and closer and closer, I might have to force them to work longer days, right? So, yeah, I have to. Yeah, so let's set it on. I want to say 12 p.m. on Tuesday. But again, pay attention to our social medias. Click that bell of notifications so you don't miss any of our live shows. And again, I want to thank you all so much for joining us. Yes, Lance, let's give the final words to our beloved Lance on his epic quest.
Well, but another
deflustrated, I got you. We'll go to the coffees. No worries. Okay, Lance, take your final words. We love you.
Oh, well, thank you for recapping this week. Like we said, such an epic week. I mean, prayers in the office, right? I mean, she's in yellow. And I think if you look at Pam Bondi, she is also in like a yellow-ish suit as well. So she's on the left-hand side.
Her name is Susie Q, guys. There she is. She's with us in the chat. But there's Susie Q, guys.
Oh, God.
You see Pam right
There's
there?
Pam Bondi, right? Yes.
That's what I said, yellowish.
Yeah, they call me mellow yellow.
Not as yellow, not bright yellow, right? But a yellow.
Now look at the shades, guys.
So epic though, right? You got,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, man, like they said, that was a good one, right? And
Absolutely.
I mean, there isn't a speech that POTUS doesn't do that isn't right on
On
cue,
point.
right?
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
oh, you know, either stuff just magically lines up, right? Or this
Yeah.
man knows his drops, right?
Mm-hmm. And sometimes there's a combination between them, right? But again, it's always great to reread the drops. And when he talks about the hostages, and it's exactly at the timestamp, you know, when he goes to what is the meaning of, you know, that 58 or 59, I don't know what it was. Yeah, something. And it goes into, hey guys, shout out to the Anos. If you're watching this and decoding this, here's a nice little crumb for you. We love you guys. And again, Trump, we love
Combine
you to
all
the moon and back.
posts, right?
And analyze.
It's so epic that he hits those posts like for the anons though, right? Because we get a lot of those, of those every rally. So, and even that 45-45 one, right? And then if you listen to her speech, she basically starts saying exactly what that speech is saying, right? So, epic, man. I love this administration. It's like you said, enjoy it while we have it, right? Because
Absolutely.
there
It
will
will never be the
never
same.
be another president.
No.
Like Donald J. Trump. So we're all enjoying it though, right? Every day is something. I mean, to go from Biden's lame duck ass to never even hearing from him, right? Unless it was in a fake studio, like was pointed out at the beginning of the administration, to this, right? Every day he's doing something. He's got somebody in the White House, right? That's never been there before. He's traveling everywhere, right? Giving commencement speeches, doing speeches here, going to Daytona, going to football games, going to college, right? Like,
yes.
There's never been a POTUS that's this active, right?
No.
So for them to try to, we're going to use the 25th Amendment, like, yeah, you missed that one, buddy. That was the last 4 years.
ain't happening, baby.
Right. You missed
God,
that one.
please.
If anyone tries to say that this man is not cognitive, right? Like that's bullcrap. Not only that, he's the only one that's actually took the test, which he just did and passed it with flying colors. So,
oh yes,
so funny. But you know, when they have nothing left, that's the tactics that they use. And even like they said, like even if we wanted to, it's not going to pass. So there's no reason, right? They don't have policy in there to march stuff down anymore. So to rip up papers. Oh. So we had some very epic comms in this one, though. So it kind of goes along with the rest of the comms that we got for the rest of the week, right? I mean, you guys just like go check out the FBI and the DOJ and check their news, right? Because that's the stuff that's not being reported. And because, you know, the news only focuses on their 4 a.m. talking points, right? No matter what freaking side it's on. I mean, even Fox, everyone says the same thing, right? Like every show just reiterates the same stuff, right? So go check the FBI, the DOJ, right? Homeland Security, like go check their websites because they are posting all the arrests that are being made, all the trafficking, right? All the pedos. There's a bunch of priests that's gotten arrested, right? Like, just go look at everything that's being done right now, right? Between MS-13, they're catching Chinese spies, they're catching, right? Like it's just left, right, left. They're getting people from other countries, right? Like it's pretty amazing time right now, right? So thank you everyone for joining us on our Sunday show, and we will see you guys on Tuesday. I love you guys.
Absolutely. Yes, Lance. We love you, brother. Thank you so much for joining us and setting up all these live streams. These shows are not possible without your finger on the trigger, guys. And Trump posting during our show at 13:13 and 57 seconds, showing us Patriots fight, right? Well, you see the Patriots ensuring the southern border. How beautiful. And Durfman, your final words to our beloved Chad.
Well, I gotta say, his second to last post is 17 words. That one right there, 1325. 1325 says, happy hunting. The last one, though, I gotta say, the last one is posted at 1328, which is a Q plus post.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know about you guys, but I love seeing those Q plus posts.
Mm-hmm. Well, so at the end of our show, right? So wait a minute, which one? 1328?
Yep.
So at the end of our show, Trump is dropping another Q plus, guys. Just like we showed you over here in our tabs. Where is my tabs? Where are my tabs? It's right over here. So right over here, where we had the Q plus. Let me see, guys. From Donald J. Trump, how he ended this speech. And then 10 minutes after we discovered this, Trump is dropping us the Q plus, right? And over here, we can see Trump again doing it. While this one dropped, right?
Yes.
1328. 1328. Doing it again, guys. Patriots, guys. A person who loves, and I love the second definition. A person who regards himself or herself as a defender, especially of individual rights, against the presumed interference by the federal government. Awesome, guys. And there it is. Where we go one, we go all. Q plus, guys.
And
they want you divided because they find that you are weak. Interesting.
And the middle 3282 is just love of country. Right? Patriot, a person who loves, supports, and defends his or her country.
Absolutely. Yes. Beautiful, guys.
And that's 3282. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You got 23.
Oh,
you got 23 there.
Oh, I did that one wrong. Dang it.
Love
of country.
Okay, guys.
Thank you, Trump, for this little gift. I know.
Hey, Grass. Do the other one, 2823.
Oh,
20s.
Of course.
He needs to be invited to the White House, Q. All he needs to do is ask. Well,
as he's getting interviewed.
Uh-huh. Didn't we have this thing with where is it?
Sorry, Grass had to go 20 minutes later, huh?
No, but didn't we have this from, there it is, guys. There it is. Visit the White House. Again, guys, Heidi. Again, shout out to Heidi for fighting this. Fly, Eagles, fly. Visit the White House. 9:45 is showing us, boom. And the minutes and seconds is showing us the honor is ours. Nice meeting you. When you click this link, this is an add-on at the White House, right? This is an add-on at the White House. He got cute, and Q saying, hey, the honor is ours. Nice meeting you. And there it is. He needs to be invited to the White House, Q. All he needs to do is ask. Okay, guys. Interesting. Okay, guys. So, again, we want to thank you so much for joining us. Time wasn't on my side today. And again, guys, yes, there are final words. I got to run.
Well, thank you, everybody, for joining in and, being here with us for all the memberships that you guys are giving away. Again, a big thank you to Jordy and to Deflustrated for the help moderating, especially on YouTube. Guys, all the Rumble rants, you guys are amazing. Everybody in the less than 10, from Trump to Scavino to Elon, General Flynn, Cash, the rest of the less than 10. Got to give a shout out to Baron, just in case, because Lance's speculations at the beginning of the show, I think he might be onto something. So Shout out, Darren. And again, shout out to you, Lance. And shout out to you, Grasshopper. Thank you for all that you guys are doing. And keep an eye out. We'll probably be back on Tuesday, guys.
Okay, guys, Durfman, thank you so much. Give it up for Durfman and Lance for always being here with us. Following this crazy guy that always goes live, guys. Again, James Davis, we love you. 1965. Jamie WV, Ted Phillips, 1977. Sunny Side Up, great to see you. Let's go to the coffee side of things. We want to give a few shout outs to... let's see, Patriot, UK Patriot Steve, Diapers for Blessings. Let me see, guys. Coco Scott, Miss Penny Black, Jody, and Squirrel Jasmine Rose. We love you guys. Again, on the other coffee side of things, because we do have a few guys. Let me rerun this one. Let's see, where are we? Judith Benson, we love you. Thank you so much for all your hard work. Truth Seeker, my favorite 45, Betty Griffin, Truth Seeker, and again, let me see, guys. Truth Seeker Sister, we love you. Thank you so much for your epic support. I sincerely thank you for all you've done for us from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being such an incredible person. Wow, and always being there for us. We love you and the team. Thank you, Mrs. Grasshopper. We appreciate and love you. A contribution to Baby Grass Diaper Fund. Well, True Seeker, we love you to the moon and back. Thank you so much for your epic, beautiful, and continuous support, guys. True Seeker, we love you to the moon and back. Thank you so much. And again, chat, we're going to be back on Tuesday, maybe even on Monday, guys. Let's see how it goes. So click that bell of notifications so you never miss a live show. But I'm going to make sure to go live as much as I possibly can, guys. But let's play Hold the Line and let me shout each and everyone out, because you know I love you, and see you really soon, guys. It's either going to be tomorrow or Tuesday, because we've got so much great stuff to go through. But the time to be alive. Let me shout each and everyone out, because you know I love you, and see you really, really soon.
And everyone, you're welcome for all the new Pepes. Check them out.
Oh, guys, check out the Pepes in the Rumble chat, guys. Okay, guys, where do we go, Lance? Right over here. Oh, dude, check this out, guys. Boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom.
And I put some dancing chilies in there since everyone was asking for
so why
the
not?
spicy.
I see. So this is where that is all coming from, guys.
Yep.
Okay, guys. Dancing
I even got the
Pepes.
little one with the Pepe walking up and sitting down with some popcorn. I love that one.
There it is. The whole Pepe family, guys. Enjoy the Pepes. Let's play Hold the Line. Let me shout each and everyone out, because you know I love you, and see you really, really soon. What a time to be alive.
We're going to hold the line.
Okay, guys. WB, Real News Quarters, Shade Man. Let me kill the dig music. Daxy Girl, American Angle,
I will be a president for disease,
we love you guys.
joblessness, and hopelessness.
Trucy, we love you.
Anger,
Look for what?
resentment,
DC Lady,
extremism,
Homie,
lawlessness,
Sanctificate,
violence,
Defrustrate,
bitterness, and fury.
Stewie, Kim
No
Stein,
progress.
Tina English,
No
Diane
nation.
Tino,
Only a
Jan
state of
John,
chaos.
Don't piss down my
Stewie,
back and tell me it's
4554,
raining.
Strapman Pigs, Super Lou, Jojo Bean, Trucy, we love you. Parko, God bless you. Firstborn Unicorn. We're gonna hold the line. Boom time. Truth Seeker, D-Dan. Yays. Rachel Bone. T. Johnson. Do No Good. Ted Phillips. Sing a new song. You broke the internet. Dick Tracy, we love you both. Colors 1921. Bricks the Trickster. Bunny Man 17. Dan Johns. 75. Jody M, we love you, man. Christian Trickster, Boom Time. Leslie P, 1963. C. Coolio. We gonna hold the line. Bop it up. Let me see, guys. D-Dan, we love you. Barco, Stewie, Jojo Beans, J.A.'s, Stratman Pigs. Bop it up. start cruising out to the 40,000-foot long ago as we prepare to land. Make sure your seats and folding trays are in their upright position. And don't forget to buckle up, guys, because it's gonna get bumpy. Teresa Rat, Collie Gager, RJ61, Diane to know. Turfman, you got this?
Yes. United Airlines to Guantanamo Bay. Immediate boarding at gate Elon.
Elon, here we go. We knew this day would come. Buckle up, buttercups. Drum roll, please. Here we go. Stubby 76, Bunnyman 17, Jordy M, singing it loud. We love you, brother. Lance on this epic quest. Real news head. Angels are sounding their horns. The apocalypse is nigh. Foreshadow for millennia and unfolding right in front of our eyes. We are blessed to be alive to be witnessing this big transition to greatness. Big shout out to Donald J. Trump, Gans Covino, Elon Musk, General Flynn, Cash Patel, Dan Bondi, Richard Brunel, and Chuck Grassley. And the Lesson 10, we love you guys.
We love you. We will be back in some form.
Too many of us think it is
Robert
impossible.
Anderson, we love you.
Too many think it is unreal.
But that is
That is a dangerous
defeatist
belief.
It leads to the conclusion that we are gripped by forces we cannot control. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare for the Storm Magna. Okay, guys, we have arrived. Let's wait until the Where We Go On We Go worldwide is full on screen. And again, we want to give a shout out to the team. You know, our shows are only as good as the crumbs that you guys are putting out there. And boy, are you supporting us. DC Lady, Jordy M, Homie, Look For What, and True Seeker, CCC, Teresa Red, Sikulias, and again, guys, Defrustrated, we love you. See you really, really soon. Hit that bell of notifications so you will never miss the live show. And bring a friend, guys. Trucy, we love you. And God bless you all. Have a blessed continuation of this beautiful Sunday. Lance, take it away.